Change my mind a million ways. I think it all until it drops away. All I do is hide my face. I think it all, I got a lot to say. All I do is contemplate. I think it all until it drops away. All I do is contemplate.
Okay, I think, I don't know who's around right now, but just to give the lowdown, we are going to be doing some Bale GC rerolls today. I think, I don't know if Dewscrim's around, but Dewscrim will be the VIP for today, or our guest. Him and I are going to be rerolling some, I don't know if is there anyone here? Just want to get a check quickly before I start this up.
Change my mind a million ways. I think it all until it drops away. All I do is hide my face. I think it all, I got a lot to say. All I do is contemplate. I think it all until it drops away. All I do is hide my face. I think it all, I got a lot to say. Change my mind a million ways. I think it all until it drops away. All I do is hide my face. I think it all, I got a lot to say. All I do is contemplate. I think it all until it drops away.
Okay, hey guys, I'm just sort of in the middle of setting up right now. I'm going to be joining Panna in a call in a moment. He is the one who these GC, well, he's the one who's generously funding this silly little event. Not even event, but basic idea is we have now collected 23 mules filled with PGEMS, 88 for pretty much each of them. We have a bunch of GCs. Actually, wait, that's the wrong window. Oops. Do this one. Okay, there we go. So yeah, as I was explaining, we have a bunch of Bale GCs that are sitting around, along with a bunch of PGEMS, as you might be able to see. We are going to be doing some rerolls just like this. The main idea, the main idea with these Bale reroll or GC rerolls is to try and get our hands on a skiller GC that has 41 plus life. Hopefully that skiller GC is an Ellie skiller. That's what Dewscrim's looking for. He's looking time and time again for an Ellie 41 plus lifer. But me, on the other hand, I'm just looking for any skiller GC with 41 plus life. That's my personal goal. So mine's a lot easier than his. Anyway, I'm going to get started, and I'm going to start re-rolling. And I'm going to join a call with Dewscrim. If anybody wants to say something in chat, feel free to. I'm always down to chat with you guys. Hey, TJCE! Did this 2 ladders ago and got a 43 cold lifer. Yeah, no, I remember that one. Nope, I remember that. I was there for that lifer. And I'll talk to you more in a second. I just got to hop on the call with Dewscrim. So, here we go. Okay, I'm going to do a few more, just a few rerolls while we... Okay, here we go. Oh, nice. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, hi. Alright, so, yeah, thanks TJCE, or, is that how I say your name? TJCE? Should I just say, like, TJ, or TJS? I don't actually know how to go with that, but yeah, no, I remember that. The cold skiller, or the cold lifer everyone was fawning over, and I remember, I think in the same week, there was also 2 light lifers, or was it 1 light lifer? I know that there was another 40 plus lifer in the same week. It might have also been a cold skiller. Just the acronym. Okay, well, I'll go with TJ. I think that's pretty legit, although I don't know if you're going to say much else, or if you're just going to sit and watch. But whatever the case, okay, good. People are now starting to show up, so I'm going to go in full force on these Bale GCs, trying to hype them up, even though we all know that they're going to be complete dog shit. Now, if we do get our hands on a skiller, for those of you watching, and you guys have a Bale GC, sorry, if we come across like a lifer that we can't really use, like a Pally Combat skiller that doesn't have any life, we'd be more than happy to trade it for like another Bale GC if y'all have any to offer. And something else too that you'll notice, I'm also re-rolling these GCs with level 1 character, the Gem Mule. There's 2 reasons for this. The first, ooh, hey look, a 45 lifer. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts.
Well, it's working at least.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least now we know it works, I guess, but...
We knew it worked already.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's kind of shite. Okay, well, that's a start. That is a start. So we're going to now move on to the second mule. This was the first of but 23 gem mules. I think it might actually be 24 because I think we may have miscounted a little bit. But besides the point, here we go. We're going to go to round 2. So as I was trying to say, there's a couple reasons why we're using these mules to do the re-rolling with. Wait a second. Oops, hold on. I just realized something. The other mule probably still had the... very different. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see if I can readjust that. Okay, that should fix it. Let me know if it's still an issue. Thanks for the heads up, guys. So... Nice to see you, Rasser. How you doing? As I was saying earlier, we're in the middle of trying to re-roll a Bale GC with 41 plus life. Honestly, even a 35 life LE skiller would be pretty damn good. But obviously, you either go big or you go home. That's how you play Diablo 2. You don't pussy out and settle for like, oh, this is gonna be like a 30 life. No. You gotta go big or go home. That is how you play this game. You gotta go ham, you gotta go all the way. 14 attack rating, 42 life. I'm telling you, if this had rolled sharp instead of bronze, that might have actually been worth something. But anyway, I'm gonna keep at it. 40 life. So there's a lot of Vita Grand Charms. This is the thing. There's a lot of Vita Grand Charms. There's just no Vita lifers for whatever reason. And it might be time to employ the strategy where I do like weird permutations of how to align up the Grand Charms compared to the GC in hopes of getting better luck, you know, superstition, D2 style, but evidently...
You wanted to take 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta hit the 4-hour mark somehow. It's just exactly how it is. Okay, let's try T. I'm keeping that one. That's pretty good. Very nice. Speaking of Bale GCs, how many PGEM mules have we got? We actually, so as I mentioned earlier, 23. I think it's actually closer to 24 because I think we may have miscounted. But yeah, we have 23 PGEM mules, and we got through one, so we might, well, 24 PGEM mules, I think, and we just finished one, so we're up to 23 to go. It's going to be a long day. Basically, y'all are just going to have me in the background, I presume. Oh man, look, another skiller. Okay, two skillers. And you just, for whatever reason, it's just us, a plain skiller and no lifer. It's either Vita or a Skiller. That's basically where we're at right now. No life skillers at the moment. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna show you the account in a little bit. Like, this is just the PGEMS that I collected. Dewsgrim has collected far more, and also I actually muled some of the PGEMS onto PGEM mule, so that's part of it too. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Holy fucking shit,
Whoa!
dude. Okay, we can quit. You can quit. Nice.
Today's a good day for GC rerolling. Today is a good day for GC rerolls, motherfucker. Oh, yes. Oh shit, that is GG. And that's all Dewscrims, by the way. I don't own this. This is Dewscrims. So if you guys are gonna bid on this, ask Dewscrim. Okay, Dewscrim, here you go. This is... Well,
nice.
The season's
so
over.
did you fix my mic, or?
I don't see anyone else complaining about it anymore, so I would like to assume so. All I did was turn the volume on Discord down. I can still hear you perfectly fine, but I didn't even...
Nice, good.
I mean, it was never bothering me before, but I suppose that other people had an issue with it. So, you know what? Sorry, that was a bit loud, but I'm telling you guys, that is nuts. That is the best skiller I have ever rolled. Okay, like I've never had anything like that. I don't even think I've come across a PNB. No, that's a lie. I came across a PNB lifer. I just have never come across a PNB lifer that has 42 life. That is absolutely insane. Although this, you know, lends credit to the idea that there is still a slim chance that we can make a skiller with, or an LE skiller with life. Although I don't want to get your hopes up.
No, better not.
Better not. Ooh, much better. Okay, thanks for the heads up though, guys. Really appreciate it. I know there's plenty of people who just sit around.
So Tonero was right.
Tonero was right?
About my mic.
Oh.
He said he didn't watch your stream because my mic was too loud.
Oh. I mean, you know,
That's
that's what I'm
never
talking
told
about.
us.
If you told me that, I could have tried to adjust it, but no. Well, either way, whatever. It's all good. 30 not like I'm telling you, I'm rolling nothing but Vitas. It's Vita or Skiller, but that they finally fused together where it actually mattered. I can't believe it. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Okay, yeah, that's yeah, I'll hold on to it. Wow, this is pretty good. Just for those who are showing up, though, I want to give you a little recap of what's been going down. As you know, we are doing rerolls, or bailed GC rerolls. I want to just give you the nice little trophy, right? And actually, I'm gonna write that down. I think that deserves its own.
Yeah, you really should.
Yeah, good GCs so far. So, okay, we found one Warcry skiller. Warcry skiller, Fire skiller, PNB skiller with 42 life. 42 life, and I passed you the skiller just now, right?
Yeah.
Can I get a nice little visual on that again, just quickly? Just take a look at that. Oh! You just drop traded it. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Madman.
I'm mad like that.
This is currently the best find that we have, that we've gotten so far. Just for those who are showing up, I have to show that because indeed, like, wow. Just this alone is, oh, that is solid. That is absolutely solid. But for those who are actually interested in that GC, of course, that belongs to Pana. Watching for work. Hey, Peruvian Price, nice to have you on board with us. You've come just in time to see probably the best role.
Where do you have the Warcry skiller, by the way?
Say again, sorry?
Where do you have the Warcry skiller?
Oh, the Warcry skiller is on this guy. You want me to toss it to you? I guess you probably...
Yeah, toss it to me.
Okay. Threw that over. Where's the Fire skiller? What the hell? Okay,
What?
I fucked up somewhere. Like, I had a Fire skiller GC, but...
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, you have it. Okay, my mistake. Okay, we're good then.
I picked it up.
Okay.
I can't carry anymore.
So, I wanted to get back to this idea. Why are we re-rolling with level 1 characters? So, firstly, in the past, as I'm sure... Wait a second. I don't know if we're rolling this one. I'll let you look at that quickly, and then you can pick if you want to re-roll that or not. Find Grand Charm and Dexterity. Some piece of shit. So, yeah, the thing is, in the past, I've been re-rolling with characters. I've been re-rolling with characters that are like level 90, 94. Maybe the game will be merciful and actually give a lower level character a much better Bale GC, because it doesn't matter, you see. It doesn't matter what character level you are when you're re-rolling, it just matters what eye level the item is as you re-roll the item. And I mean, it worked, right? It actually worked. We got a PNBGC with 42 life. So evidently, as you can see from this very massive sample size of, and see, there you go. There you go. See, this level 1 character is re-rolling some of the better GCs in this lifetime. I'm telling you right now. This is not bad, and I'm actually gonna leave this up for a second while I can't actually tab the damn thing. Actually, no, I can. I just have to go here. And I'll tab it so that I can add this to the list here. Light Skiller, whew, not a bad pull, to tell you the truth. Although, I guess, like, aside from the PNB Skiller, like the Warcry Skiller and the Light Skiller would go for maybe Gull at the most. And it's like 88 PGEMS per. Well, yeah, I mean, like, Vex per 88 PGEMS is still a pretty hefty price. So I threw that down there. That's another GC that I think we can pass over to somebody, or like trade out, or something else too that I thought of, like that came to mind regarding these Bale GC rerolls. If anybody is playing right now and you guys have Bale GCs, then we can actually trade some of the skillers that we have for some of the skillers that you guys have, or for some of the Bale GCs that you guys have. So if we come across Peacomb for like the 30th time, then yeah, if we come across like a Peacomb, or if we come across like lightning and or javelin and spear skills for like a Jabazon, we can always make the swap. But yeah, in the meantime, just doing some rerolls. It doesn't quite look like we're getting anything of significant value. Nope, still just a plain FHR. GC. Oh, by the way, I get this question a fair bit. You actually don't need to have a Bale GC. I think it can be a Diablo, a Neolithak, or a Bale GC, right? Is that right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay. I can't remember.
It has to be like level 91 plus, and only those
91
three.
plus. I thought it was 95 plus. Or I can never remember if it's
No,
91
no.
plus or 95 plus, so that's...
It's 91 because Diablo is 94, and it's still good. So.
Okay. Bam! Triangle. Alright guys, go hyping up this GC. This is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one. Okay, well that's a 5 lifer. Okay, how about P-Skulls? Maybe the skulls will do the trick. Nice little arrow formation. Neolithak GC works too. Yeah, I mentioned Diablo, Neolithak, Bale. I thought that the eye level is 95 to 99, not 94 to 99, because 94 will be Diablo, 95 is Neolithak. So anyway. So that's trash. Let's go green, yellow, red, you know, like stoplight colors and whatnot. Let's actually put it on this side because we want this to go. Bam! Go. And kind of going with some formations here. Probably I'm gonna want 3 sapphires because, you know, we're trying to roll an LE skiller, right? So if we're trying to indeed roll an LE skiller, we should use the one that we should use elemental colors.
If you see the elemental as gold, yeah.
Yeah, if you see
Fire Druid would still be
That's
elemental.
true, that's true. Okay, so it has to be red, blue, white then. Because it would be fire, it would be
Yeah,
cold, and it would be tornado. But then that would also be, like, US flag colors. Anyway. Okay. So that is the first, those are the first 3 mules that I've gone through so far. That PNBGC is still, like, I'm still, like, fawning over that. That is a fucking crazy ass piece of shit. Like, that is honestly worth all of the 23 mule or 24 mules that we've collected in this time frame. I think that was the last mule that I had on this account, at least. Just want to triple check this because I fucking have so many mules now that I lost track. Had to even make a mule for boots and shit too.
It's
so.
bound to happen.
Yeah. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm just gonna hop over.
Well, mine all have numbers, so
Okay,
I
well,
do suggest just walking them all one by one, so you don't have to check them all.
we'll walk over them one by one.
Yeah, just start at 1 and go up to.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
21.
Okay. Yeah, last time I went from the highest number to the lowest number. I think I'll do it in reverse order this time around then. So here you go, guys. I'm going to show you. There you go. So this is this is Deuce Crim's Gem Mule. As you can see, for those of you who have been collecting gems, and I don't know if any of you were selling them to Pana or if all of you guys are just here to watch, but yeah, there's been a lot of work that's been Deuce Crim has put into putting together all of these glorious gem mules just for the sole purpose of trying to get this LE Skiller GC with life. Or 40 plus life, I should say. I still can't believe it was a fucking PMB. Like, what? Whatever.
I'm very happy with the PNB skill.
I am just astonished.
By the way, you can reroll the Fine Grand Charm to Dexterity.
Okay. I'll pull that up after.
Because we had one with 10 max and it didn't sell at all. So.
Okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Does somebody have a Bale GC that they want to swap for mine? Because this is...
Just hand it over to me.
You hand it over to you?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec.
Because there have been some paladins lately.
P-comb. Alright. 22 mules to go. Alright, threw it on the ground. Fine Grand Charm Dexterity. I'll reroll that one next. Let's try this again. Let's do a little weird formation. Alright. Oh, nope. Rolled attack rating. Higher attack rating, but nothing else. I like the arrow formation. Arrow looks pretty good. Oh, hey, look, 1% MF for Lucky Grand Charm. I should hold on to that in my inventory, just for good luck. Alright, so once again, trying these different formations, but they're not working. They're not working. What is this? Nope. Yeah, this is another one that I haven't tried. Nope. Sure. Almost got me. I thought that was actually a good one for a second. Nope. You give it to a Lobi. No, actually, even for Lobis, that's kind of shitty. All right. Once again, I'm gonna try maybe 3 white. Yeah, sure. FHR attack rating, but nothing else. Okay, well, that's... see, I'm sure that one's shit. Oh, hey, look, another Lucky Grand Charm. Not really that lucky. Okay, so another Vita. I've been rolling a lot of Vitas today. I mean, and one really good Vita, but... Defensive... Okay, well, that's a skiller, but, I mean, yeah. That's going to the... I'm gonna be...
The skills that we've got up until now are all pretty good, though.
Yeah, they have been. To be honest,
We haven't really got any masteries or something like that.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. Like, Warcry skiller, Light skiller, P-comb? Well, that's really good.
Fire.
Fire. Well, yeah.
Enchanting.
The thing I'm surprised about, though, is we re-rolled the PNB. It was the 42 lifer was, the skiller roll was PNB. Like, I was actually half expecting it to be, like, defensive auras, or, like, Barbarian
Fires of a magic.
Combat, or Shadow. Actually, Shadow Disciplines. I think B-May would have like. He probably would have jizzed over that one. Like he would have just straight up been like, "Oh shit." I think he's looking
Yeah,
for those,
though
right?
I do think people would outbid him
Oh yeah, that's.
for some non-leather character.
I need to look into that, honestly. What is it called? Shadow Disciplines. That one I'm actually not too familiar with. Like, there's a lot of different builds that I'm familiar with, both on this server and just Diablo 2 in general. But like, I presume that Shadow Disciplines is for Venom. I've never actually seen a Venom Sin in action before, so I need to look, dig more into that. Let's see.
I do know B-May wants to show it off, so
Ah,
you can always just ask him.
You should just start streaming. Easy. Still nothing. Still nothing on the Eastern Front. Come on. Alright, well.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah. Shit out of here. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm telling you guys, like, looking at the Vitas is actually a bit upsetting, because it's like, it's what could have been, but once again, it's not something I should really complain about, knowing, that, like, yeah, it's, oh, hold on. Oh, actually, I'm out of PGEMS. So, alright, that's, I think, mule number 4 of 24 PGEMS. So now we're moving on to Pana PGEM 2, if I can just find that. Anyway, I complain to some degree, but at the same time, like,
I can't carry anymore.
like, even getting one skiller with life is kind of nice. Like, that's really lucky. The odds
That's
are
pretty
definitely...
much what we were aiming for.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Although... Okay, I need a break. Be right back. Alright. Okay, back at
Well,
it,
keep
back
this
at
up,
it.
man.
I mean, it will come. I'm telling you, it will come. Actually, you know what? No, it won't come. The more I say that it won't come, the less likely it is to show up. That's rule of D2. You have to... Your desire to get a certain item in the game must cease, and then you will find it.
It's the truth.
I'll throw that out for now. That's... Yeah, I'll sub that out for something else, but it's definitely not one that I am too keen on keeping, to be honest. This is
I
pretty good.
wouldn't mind rerolling it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind rerolling either. This is pretty good though. Within 4 mules worth of PGEMs, we found 3, 4, 5, 6 skillers so far. And we still have more GCs.
I think we've already done better than last time with all the mules.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I don't know if Diddy's here, but I think I might have... actually no, I think I gave my last 5-socket face blade away. Huh. Anyway, which character was it? Oh, it was this one. Okay, here we go.
I am overburdened.
Back to the rerolls. Oh, oops.
I am overburdened.
Alright. Round 2. And I actually have white, or I have red on this one, so maybe if I do this, you know, good old blue, red, and white. Okay, well, there's an upgrade from the last one, I suppose. How about if I make it really green, you know, like poison colors? How about really yellow? Dex. Cold res 7%. That's not gonna fly, of course. Okay, if I... Nope. Still nothing. But whatever. We got a good one. Not complaining. Just still looking. Okay, let's go back to arrow formation. I actually really liked arrow. Maybe a downwards arrow would be good. Ooh, no, this is a no-go. Wait a second, why do I have a flawless topaz here? The hell? What is this flawless topaz doing?
I've got cheated out of my Vex.
Why is this here? That's a shitty looking arrow, but at least it's only pointing downwards. Or maybe I can make it point downwards some more. These, I kind of find it weird that some of them point upward and some of them point downward, but whatever, not even gonna ask. There we go. Looks kind of like an arrow, not really. Oh, it produces me martial arts, would you look at that. Life. Ugh. It will come. It will come, eventually. Well, it came. Come on, and... Ah! Damn it, no, just... These... it's okay. I mean, I guess I can't complain too much. We've already had a really good streak of luck in the last couple of rerolls.
It would suck though if we have like 20 mules of rerolls now and not get anything.
All of them turned out to be shit.
Yeah.
The PNBGC...
Even though it would still be worth it. But
yeah, just that alone is worth it for sure. But like... I'm still really surprised, to tell you the truth. Like, really. I would have expected it to be a defensive auras, barb combat, that kind of shit. 3 decks, 1 MF. Oh, yeah. Plenty of use for that one. Jersey! And I am 1 PGEM short here. Okay, I can get this out of here. I don't know what this flawless topaz is doing in my inventory. Okay. And we'll eventually roll into a good skiller, and I can sub that out. Although... Oh, I'm all out. Okay, nice. Okay, this was an unlucky mule. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let us go with that. Maybe with Pana PGEM 3, we'll get a bit luckier. And actually, I just want to quickly all caps this because this was a pretty crazy find. Yes, absolutely. Hey Seth, nice to see you. Yeah, take a look at the good GCs, and you'll see that's the list of pretty nice GCs that we found so far. One in particular really stands out. That is worth quite a bit, to put it bluntly. Alright, here we go. And reroll again. That's a 30 lifer. But no plus skills, of course. Seems to be my mortal nemesis for today. Fail GCs that don't have any plus, that have 40 life, or skills. Okay, that's okay. This is gonna be a weird one. Oh, nope. Still no luck. I don't know. Alright. Yeah! Yeah, man. PNB 42. Yeah, cheers, mate. Like, PNB 42. That, I don't know. That's gonna be difficult to top. The only way, well, I was gonna say the only way could be better, but, honestly, like, all the non-ladder people are probably going to want that too, come to think of it.
the only one I can think about on ladder is Hellraiser.
Who, sorry?
Hellraiser?
Hellraiser.
What is his account name?
Laws?
No, it's not Laws.
Well, either way, I'm sure Laws would want it. Yeah, he chose
Yeah, for non-ladder, but only one on ladder I can think of that's playing Necro PvP is Hellraiser.
Well, I mean, I was actually dueling against Laws.
Devastator.
Devastator. Oh, okay. Because I actually played against. I know Laws has a Bone Necro. I used that Bone Necro to duel him a while, like earlier this week, just for fun. So I'm sure he'll want that. And even people on ladder, like you're gonna have Adel now, who would probably want that. Although, yeah, get a BNB 43. I mean, the thing is, Seth, like. We're looking actually for an LE skiller with 41 plus life. If we can get even a 41 life LE skiller GC, it's over. Like, that's it. We're done for the season. Like, we're quitting. Right? Right?
Ladder is over.
Yeah, ladder's over. You gotta commit with me, Dude Scrum. If we find an LE skiller 41 plus, it's over. Like, we're out. We just
Definitely, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm dropping this. I'll drop the stream, and then I'll just, like, peace the fuck out. I'll go get some fresh air.
Somebody is gonna get very rich, though.
Yeah. Alright, let's keep at it. So hopefully your day went well. Seth said that you mentioned you were at school. Actually, it's funny. I was having this discussion with Dewscrim a while ago, and we were debating whether to like start these rerolls now or later. And I was just, I mean, Dewscrim was nice enough to try and be like, maybe we should wait a bit, and I just said, fuck it, let's just get these started. And we're gonna be here a while anyway, so I think for those of you that are here, just probably having me in the background, because I see that there's still plenty of people watching, but there's not many people saying anything aside from Seth and, of course, Dewscrim. I presume you guys are just chilling, doing your own thing, and listening to me try and get something decent out of these rerolls. And already we've got something very decent, as you guys know, so definitely not walking out of this evening empty-handed. But indeed, Seth, the quest still continues. The journey still continues. The big find that we are looking didn't want to wait for you, boy. I mean, I was wondering if you'd be. I was just gonna. I mean, I was assuming that you would make it sooner or later. That's the way I saw it. And I wasn't sure when you'd be done, to be honest. Like, I figured you had school until like what, 3 or so. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll just. Oh, the other thing too is for Pana, it's or for Dewscrim, it's like what, midnight now?
Yeah, it's 12.
Yeah, so I figure gotta get these rerolls started before you pass out.
I am overburdened.
So a couple things there for sure.
Yeah, I can remember last time. I got very tired at the end.
Yeah, so yeah.
But now we got something, so I think I'll manage.
Yeah. So you're done.
The excitement
like,
is high.
But yeah, Seth, it wasn't about like trying to wait for you or not wait for you. And I know you're kidding about that, but I was tempted to like stream a bit later, but I also just wanted to, well, one, get this out of the way now, and there's a lot of other stuff too. And as Dewscrim, well, as I mentioned, Dewscrim is, it's like close to midnight for him, so let's keep at it. 3 P topazes. There's still 6 life, 57 mana. Midnight, where's he at? Europe. Unless you're looking for a specific area. You're free to ask him that one.
The Netherlands.
And there you have it. 3 blues.
Oh, that's very sweet though. Yeah. You went the right way at least. I know you tried.
That kind of hurts, I'm not gonna lie.
It definitely hurts, but it's already so much better than last time.
Yeah, here, you can go take it, I guess.
You sound so disappointed, man.
Dude, I am! I thought that this could have been it! This could have been it, I'm telling you. I've been telling you all season, like... I need to collect myself.
Yeah, I can totally get it. I'm gonna go grab something to drink anyway.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Be right back.
Make sure that it has some alcohol content in it.
Yeah, I don't drink alcohol anymore, so.
Anymore. Damn.
Too bad, dude.
That light life skiller. What? What? Light/life skiller. There is no light. Oh, you want a light life skiller. Oh, well. I mean, man, you're gonna have to ask Pan on this one. I'm just the reroll bot here, you know? Like, we're not legally allowed to bot on Slash, so we have to use humans to do it for us. Oh, and there's Pan there. Oh, that hurts though. I'm telling you guys. I'm actually telling you. Ah, you guys. But I mean, I'm serious though. I've been telling Dewscrim all season, and I'm gonna reiterate this again when he comes back. I've been telling him all season. We're gonna commit, okay? Like, I keep hyping it up. It'll be glorious when we get it. It will happen. It will happen one day. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be the day after or the week after, but one of these days it will come. We just need to stay vigilant. We need to be dedicated. It's like MFing. You guys know, like, you guys all know about how you farm for hours and hours on end, looking for that one GG drop, for that one burr rune to drop, for the crazy torch to drop from Ubers, or like a 2020 Annihilus. You spend hours and hours grinding the game until you find that one very glorious purple box drop. That's kind of what this feels like right now. It's kind of what this feels like. Except I'm good. Like, I've accomplished my goal. I've never rolled a 41 plus lifer with a plus skill up until today, and I can, with not certainty, but I can honestly now say that it's over. My journey is over. I've done a goal that I started off like 3 seasons ago. Yeah, it was 3 seasons ago. Some of you may have been here for that. I know, I don't know if Seth is still around, but I know he was certainly here for that. I would buy PGEMS from people, 88 per Vex. I would be trying to get any PNB like. Ironically, it's this season when I'm not actually playing the Poison Necro, right? Like, imagine a couple seasons ago when I was playing my Poison Necro and I was paying Vex per 88 just to get a lifer or a skill or GC that had 41 plus life, and then I had actually gotten the 42 life. Like, I would have rocked that bad boy so hard. I would have just like held on to it, and I would have like never let it go. So anyway, I'm just I guess rambling at this point, but I'm telling you guys, it was quite a journey that season, and I had a lot of fun for sure. You know what? No, let's go regular green. I can do better than that. It was quite a journey that season, because I was looking for that 42 plus life. I never found it. This season I get a 42 life for which I could have used. I would have been using it all the time, or I would have shown it off, kept it in my inventory, bragged to everybody. Whew, that would have been solid, absolutely solid. So we're now up to V. So we're up to 5. This is now mule number, I believe, 8? Yeah, this is 8 out of the 24 mules that we're going to be going over today. And I mean, we're actually making some pretty sweet progress. We're a third of the way through, and it's only been about 45 minutes. So maybe about 2.5 hours, I think we should be done. It'll be a bit tedious. Well, not in 2.5 hours, but about another hour and a half. It might be a bit tedious for some of you, but yeah, just imagine. Well, I mean, this is just here for you guys to kind of sit in, check out what we managed to get from these rerolls. Of course, y'all are free to leave, do whatever at any time, as I'm sure you all know. Oh wait, look, a trap skiller. Oh, nice.
Another one.
Still here just having my dad's house on PC. Okay, solid. Yeah, it's another one. Something just before you hit transmute bothers me, but I don't understand it. Oh, May doesn't understand the superstition of putting PGEMS in the right spot before you hit the transmute button. Nope. Bothers
Did you do it for the 42 lifer?
Say again, sorry?
Did you do it for the 42 lifer? Because at the start you were just
I definitely did. reorganized. See, it worked out. It all worked out because I actually got a PNB skiller with 42 life off of. It was clearly because I was reorganizing where I put the gem. You put that gem in one of the other slots. It would be an LE40. Exactly. That's the point, right? Snake is on board with my ability to will this LE lifer into existence. Now I just need to find the correct combination of gems and the correct slots to put them in, and then eventually we will find it. We will find it.
I sure hope so. Maybe we are going at this wrong way.
Okay.
Maybe we need to bring in perfect amethyst.
Perfect amethyst. Yes! We need to sacrifice a mule with perfect amethyst, because hell knows we're never gonna fucking craft that shit anymore anyway.
I still have 2 of them, so...
Were you not able to sell those?
Snake wanted one. I'm not sure if he's still interested.
I was wondering if everyone was too cool for those... Oh, there we go.
Not much people are crafting anymore.
There you go. That's what I meant. I don't know if people just gave up on crafts this season. Like I kind of did. I kind of gave up on crafts. Full haven't re-rolled them into ammies. Yeah. I think those crafted amulets have slowed down, but frankly, I don't have much of a reason myself to really craft. If I am to craft, then like I'm telling you guys, if I were to craft amulets, I'm crafting for a 2 druid 18 FCR. But even Doostrim admitted he doesn't really want one, or he's not looking for one anymore, so I don't really have much of a reason to do it. And in the process of trying to roll that 218, I rolled a 2 and 17 Necro and 2 and 20 Sork, so you know, I think I'm good for the season. It's not going to get much better than this. So, hold on a second. I think I said...
I do know Nate got a... What was it? 219 or 220?
He got a 220. I know he got a 220.
Anyway.
Well, like, to tell you the truth, when I get at me with the 30 plus shot... Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. It's funny that you mentioned this, because Doostrim and I was... I was saying to Doostrim earlier this stream, like, it's... I bet you that if I did get my hands on a 41 plus life, it's gonna be like Shadow Disciplines or some shit. And lo and behold, it turned out to be a PNB. That was a big surprise, but if it did turn out to be Shadow Disciplines, then it would have been very interesting to see your reaction to that one. I already have a 120 and 17 all res. I'm only rolling for 1 skill, but I want all res too. Yeah, of course you can always get something better. The Sork amulet I rolled actually turned out with life and mana, but no res, which you might think, oh man, well, that's a bit of a shame. It's like, you might not have res. No, honestly, it's the fucking most fantastic amulet. Like, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you might be able to sell it.
Okay, let's keep this one. 43 life. 43 life, 47 mana, GC. I know that there were people who said to me that I would not be able to, like last time I had, I think it was a 40 life, 53 mana, and they insisted that I wouldn't be able to sell it, but I think somebody actually bought it for IS, interestingly enough, so never know. It is very possible that somebody might do the same here with this one. 43 life, not even 40. So, we'll see. Very interesting find. Ah, hey, it's you. 600 plus. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, we're a third of the way in. You won't have to snooze out for too much longer. Okay, so 220 to replace my 120. Is that for your druid or your sword?
For my druid.
Ah. Alright. Don't remind me, Rams. Okay. 3 greens. don't quite know what order. Yeah, that's one order I haven't used yet. But yeah, BMA for sure. I'm telling you right now, if I find a Shadow Discipline's Lifer off of the rearranging of PGEMS, from henceforth you can no longer make fun of me trying to reorganize which way I try to put these in. All about the superstition. All about the superstition. Reroll hype, yeah, definitely. Yeah, whatever. It's gonna be a week, I think. What are you doing here? Okay, I'm out of PGEMS on this meal. I'm gonna throw everything out, and I'm gonna move on to Panda PGEM BI, Panda PGEM 6. Alright, just once again give another recap to those who are just showing up quickly. We're re-rolling Bale GCs in hopes of getting a GC that has plus the skills for somebody useful, like let's say a Light Sword or a Druid for LE skills, which has plus the life, ideally plus 41 plus life or above. That's what these Bale GCs are for, that's why they're so good.
It's gonna be summoning.
Summoning. It's gonna be summoning for sure. Like, we've got, oh man. Dewsroom already came across 40 life summoning GC, so don't need to be surprised anymore at this rate. Druid LE skills indeed, yeah. Recapped. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with, I have Monster Cat on in the background. I don't know why they're playing Christmas music, even though it's couple months, like 2 months past where we were, or past when Christmas actually was. 62 defense. One reroll can make your entire season book you sell. Oh man, I feel like he's just trying to trigger you. I feel like he's just there to try and piss you off.
Oh, he definitely is.
He's just giving you regrets. Don't listen to him. I'll ban him for you if you want.
All the regrets are there anyway, but
I'll
he's
ban
just
him
pulling
for
them
it.
to the
I will
surface.
ban Snake. Get him out of here.
No. Let him be. Nice. Whatever.
You know what? I'm re-rolling it. I can't stand to look at it.
Okay. Yeah, no. Okay.
Fuck it. Nope. I want this one. Put him down.
Impossible.
Ow.
Oh, those fighter rolls, man.
This game's so troll. It could have been the other way around. You know what I mean? Like, they give us the Vita on the last roll instead of max, and then whatever. I don't know. Live? Yeah, 2 live, 1 life. This is live. I am doing rerolls as we speak, and as you can see, the rerolls are kind of going in our favor. We found PNB 40. I actually kind of wonder how much that would sell for on botnet. To tell you the truth, like, if I were to try and like JSP something like that, I wonder if people would sit down and be like, well shit, willing to offer like X amount of forum gold for it. Then again, prices are kind of weird on JSP too, so I don't know.
Yeah, I really think people are like botting rerolls there anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
40 plus lifers are very rare here, but not so much on BNet.
Not so sure about that. I don't know what, like... Yeah, I don't know exactly how raw... Motherfucker. Yes, everything's free recorded for sure. No, but seriously, sarcasm aside, I'm definitely live. 1 life. And we're just doing some Bale GC rerolls. We're not... I mean... Normally, you'd expect Diablo 2 stream, you have somebody farming, say, like Ancient Tunnels or Chaos Sanctuary, playing through the game, rushing people, leveling, playing through the game. There's a lot of different things you can do. Oh, I honestly, next time we do this, I should just start a count, okay? I am going to start a counter, and I am going to keep track of the number of Vitas that end up 41 plus. Straight up. I don't know why YouTube chat would be slower. That's kind of strange. I don't really... I mean, I just have a restream up and I look at both, so... Not as rare because there are just simply more people doing this and grinding, also just as much chunk. Doggos, yeah. Well, either way, normally you might expect that if you pull up a stream of D2... Fuck off, friend. So, yeah, I mean, normally you'd expect people to be, like, farming and stuff. Oh,
I really like that sound you make, man.
Because I die a little bit inside every time I see this kind of shit. I'm telling you, man.
I can't.
Whatever. Maybe it's karma for re-rolling the LE Skiller GC. That
Most
might
definitely.
What grand charm my ass. But yeah, seriously though, Bale GC reroll. Nah. Bale GC rerolls are something that you don't get to see often. I would say, like, you'll never really come across other people who are doing this. And even next season, I have to be honest, I don't see myself doing nearly so many rerolls. But here we are. Here we are doing the GC rerolls, and we have, I think, we are now at the 7th one. So we've gone through 6, 9. We've gone through 9 so far. 9 out of the 24. So we're almost halfway. Almost halfway. 7,500 to 1,100. Seriously? Oh shit, that's nuts. Okay. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. I kind of want to hold on to that one. That one's pretty legit. Great for a gold find bar at the very least. Okay, let's try this again. I'm telling you guys right now, the next time I do this, I am going to straight up just make a counter for Bale GCs. That is all I'm gonna, like, yeah, you heard it here. You heard it here. I'm gonna put a counter on the bottom right, and it's gonna be called, like, the Vita counter. Okay, and of course there's combat, or barb combat. That's not bad. Yeah, Distrim, I'll let you pick that one if you wanna keep that or not.
No, don't.
Nope,
It's 8 max?
Yeah, it's 8 max.
Yeah, okay, throw it to me and then we'll see.
Okay. You need to line up the. Yeah, I was
It's low
thinking.
dex though. But...
Yeah, the thing is, see, now Snake is totally on board with me. Well, okay, yeah, no, it was B-Mate who wasn't on board with this. But the thing is, like, I did red, white, blue. I did American colors, or, like, I don't know how you want to look at it. You can go American colors, or you could
Dutch
look at it
colors.
as elemental colors, or Druid LE colors, because they have fire, cold, and tornado. But see, it's just not working out the way I want it to, and I'll even do it in different arrangements. It just adamantly refuses, and then maybe even in different orders, combination, like, different positions too. I'll roll them. What? But you guys had 11 deaths on, wait, no, sorry. They had 11 kills. How, so that means that, you know, either he, like, Sudoku'd a bunch of times, or he died 10 of the 11 times. I think the former is true here. Anyway, whatever. You just pledge your allegiance to our flag. You know what? P skull. That's probably what it is. This is the missing piece. I've been going red, white, blue with P diamond. Maybe with a P skull. No, it was even worse. I just don't see how that's possible. Wow, okay. It's so strange. 75 to 11. What kind of shitters did you go up against? Red, white, blue, up to down. Up to down. So, like... Dutch flag will do it. Oh boy. So red, white, blue, up like this. Kinda?
Yeah, like that.
Okay. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. Still down to re-roll it though, but I'll re-roll it after the other ones, I guess. How many more of these fucking things do I have? Oh wow, I'm almost out. At this rate, I might actually just start re-rolling Trap Skiller GCs. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Trap Skiller again. Oh yeah, $38 mana, okay. 47 defense. 24 mana. Going through these ones a little bit quickly because I just don't have a good feeling about these rerolls. How about... Can I make letters with these? I can make T's. I've done plenty of T's though. Maybe if I do 3 skulls and a T. Well, I mean, I got a skiller of some kind, I guess. 3 P diamonds in arrow formation. I already did that too. Let's try like this. Oh, whoops, wrong side. Because I can... Other one was west. It was bad for them. 44 assists. Okay, well, I guess it was because last time we played, it was like late in the evening, so we just run into all the tryhards. That's probably what it was. Anyway. Whatever. Okay, I think we're running out on this mule. This is probably going to be the last. These are the last 2 rerolls from looks of things, unless I still have more PGEMS on the ground, but I don't think I do, so... Yep, nope, okay. Hey, Dad Sasquatch. Or Dad Squatch, sorry, not Dad Sasquatch, my bad. So, what mod to quick drop like you were doing in quick cubing? There's no mod, it's just a part of the HD, or not the HD, part of the map hack, there you go. It's part of the map hack. With the map hack, you can just Control-Shift right-click to put things into your cube. You can go Shift right-click to put something into your stash. Control right-click to drop something onto the floor. Yeah, no, that's basically about it. Okay, so next mule coming up. We are now on mule number, I think this would be 11. Which would be 7. So 8 on this account. You've been doing it wrong all along. Yeah, no, for real, dude. It's a really handy feature of the map hack. One of many, of course, but yeah, that's one of them. So yeah, nice to know that you walked out with some new type, bit of, like a new tidbit of information, because that'll make your life a lot easier. I know that there's been people who use the map hack who don't know this, who did things like try to manually drop gems one at a time. And then I would always be like, yeah, no, dude, just control right click everything onto the floor. That's okay. Anyway, moving along. Well, the thing is, Rams, you can't actually use numbers on character names. I don't know why. I honestly think that numbers would be pretty awesome, but maybe it's like for some lore reason. Like you can't really name a guy. I don't know. Anyway, fuck it. Then roll, it's a win-win. I mean, I tried L's. To tell you the truth, I actually tried L's earlier. I'll even do a really fucked up L. Oh, no. And here, let's do this L. I'll even use P topazes because they match up to the same color as this GC. So here we go. Nice L, see? And it rolls me a sustenance GC. Hey, well at least it's not a Vita. Or I can go in reverse. Reverse L. Oh look, bow and crossbow skills GC. Not particularly useful. But we'll get there. Hold that L. Fine, how about L with different colors? Nope, still nay. And I just don't think that the L's doing it. Maybe if I, instead of making an L, make like a P. Or even like a triangle. Let's do triangle. This guy. And again. So let's do... I don't know what this is, to tell you the truth. I'll do like a reverse L next. All these different formations, just really not cutting it out for me. Just really not cutting it out for me. Nope, not even this one.
Then maybe stop doing formation.
Okay, so you just want me to do it in a very... Well, it's not even disorganized.
Well, that would be barbaric.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It always returns to the original position it was at. Another Vita. Okay, fine. I won't touch the GC as it re-rolls. And you'll see that it rolls nothing but shitty after this. Like, look at this. I'm going through them a lot quicker, but... Make a Q. How am I supposed to make a Q with this...
Okay, do like 2 mules like this.
2 mules like this? Okay, fine. We're doing it. We're doing it. After this one, we'll do 2 mules like this. And that'll get us to the halfway mark.
Impossible.
And of course, there's another lifer. It's just super. Yeah. No, it's not just superstition. It totally matters. It is scientifically proven that if you put these GCs and PGEMS in a certain order, that it will totally make a difference. Yep. You heard it here first. Guaranteed.
It's scientifically proven.
Scientifically proven. I'll show you all the studies about it after this stream is over. You may or may not receive links to threads. Thing top left 3, 1 top right, 1/3. Well, actually, wait. I'll do that one after because we're trying to do this without an arrangement first. Okay, still nothing. Still nothing. Nothing. Actually, these are even roll. Well, it's a Vita.
Impossible.
It is a Vita. GC.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Cool. I'll take it.
That's pretty legit.
Alright, let's do that. Trap lifer, or with 35, I think? 36 life. Alright, there you go. No. Not true Dad Squash, because I got a PNB skiller with 42 life while moving all the GCs and PGEMs around, so I don't want to hear it. Clearly, this is the way to go. 100%. Good luck. That fella's gotta go. Okay, see ya, Snake. Alright, gonna keep at it. Ooh, wait a second. I almost forgot. I should probably switch this out for a different GC. That could have gone badly. No. We don't QQ it yet. We have to keep going until we eat up 2 of the mules and do nothing with them first. Then, and only then, can we do the Q formation. It's the secret weapon here. Crash. So first you have to... Okay, we're not going here. Come on. Yes, actually, that is something that matters in all seriousness. The eye level of the originating GC. And I'll talk more about that in a sec. So... What song is that in the back? Here. Moving along now. So, regarding the eye level of the originating GC, with a Bale GC, you can get up to 45 life. Most regular GCs in the game, if you get it from like an eye level, or let's say like the pits, right? The monster zeros are level 88 at the most. If you can get a GC that has level 91 or above, so basically Diablo, Neelathak, and Bale GCs, and you start re-rolling them, then instead of being 40 plus life, they can actually be 41 to 45 life maximum. Right? Like, if you roll Pits GC, you can get... Oh shit, I'm actually reorganizing them. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, whoops. Okay, well I guess I'm gonna do the Qs now, and then I'll do the... I'll do this again after. Charigo. Fucking idiots. Whatever, Rams. We'll always be able to make the references, it's just not everyone will get them all the time. So, thing top left 3, 1 top right, 1 third row all the way to the right, 1 bottom right. Did you call this a Q? Well, I mean, sure, whatever. Okay, well, it was a piece of shit either way. I have one more reroll. Let's rematch the Q. Let's rematch the Q. Oh, with different colors too. Nope. Utter trash. Best Q you can get. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so next 2 mules, I'm just gonna auto reroll. Nothing special, because apparently from... Wait a second, is that the halfway point? That was IX, right? So we're actually at the halfway point now. We're past halfway. Nice. Well, actually, no, not nice, because what this means is now it's gonna be less likely that we get our...
I am overburdened.
We have fewer chances to find that, that LE lifer. But anyway, once again, though, just want to reiterate that one more time. Okay, can't reorganize. Wanted to reiterate that one more time. If you find a GC, like a GC anywhere else, well, I mean not anywhere else, but from most regular monsters, level 88 is the maximum. You can only roll up to 40 life. And with Bale GCs, or Neelathak GCs, or Diablo GCs, you can get up to 45. There you go. Easy. But no, the way the gems are positioned doesn't actually matter. We just do this for fun. Or at least I do this for fun. And probably not everyone will agree that it's fun, but fuck it. I don't care. 40 lifer. Or 40, yeah, 40 life GC. Oh, why are you even here? I don't understand. Oh yeah, 42 lifer. I do mine with SOJ's much better rolls. Yeah, I'll bet. Solid idea. Hey, Unsullied. Actually, yes. I put down a list of all the GCs or good GCs I've come across at the bottom there. You can actually take a look at the list for yourself. One in particular really stands out, and I think which one that is kind of, you'll figure it out right away. What? SOJ. But yeah, no.
I can't carry anymore.
What? No, just shut up. Like, found a 1 fire skill 12 FHR. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know if there's a... I mean, I know there's a lot of people who might be looking for that for non-ladder, or they're looking for fire skillers with life. I don't know about FHR though. That's kind of a strange one. Sold for Vex. Yeah, there you go. Can't rearrange them. Dueling? Yeah. Either dueling or for EP Enchantress. I'm not entirely sure what people use those for, because I myself don't, you know, have a fire sword, but I guess what they use it for.
Do people use fire in PvP?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Okay.
I'm sure there are fire swords. Can't imagine being any worse than... Actually, yeah, no, I know for sure there are fire swords, because one of Law's characters that I tried was an energy shield fire sorceress. Yep. But yeah, Unsullied, we have had some pretty nice rolls. The PNB Skiller with 42 life is the go-to. That is probably the best roll I think I've ever done as far as Veil GCs are concerned. Actually, that's probably the best GC I think I've ever gotten, like hands down. I can't think of a better one that I've ever gotten. No light lifers. I found a PNB with 36 to life previously, but doesn't hold a candle to 42. 42 is extremely difficult to get. I see them on the bottom now. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Just in case, for whatever reason, you couldn't see it. Oh, hey, look, a skiller. Well, it would be a shame if somebody re-rolled it. Where do you find your gems? I'm gonna let Dewscrim answer that question. Yeah, it's quite a journey, let me tell you. Okay, so there you go. So 2 mules where wait, I think I already used this one, I just want to double check. Yeah, okay, I already used this one. So 2 full mules where I actually didn't do anything. I didn't try to organize the gems in some special way. So now, let's pull up Hannah PGEM on the 12th.
I can't carry anymore.
I'm kind of surprised I got all the numbers right. At least till now.
But yeah, on Sully 2 ladders ago I rolled a 44 life fire. You mean on Slash? That's pretty cool if you did.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really awesome. This was my first ever 40 plus lifer. The 40 plus lifer that I wanted to get in particular was Ellie Skip. You know what? I'll do us both a favor. I'm just rolling it. Okay. So the thing is, like, this was the first ever 41 plus lifer that I got, but as I was saying, like, I wanted to get like an Ellie skiller with 41 plus life because that's something that Dewscrim's been looking, motherfucker. Yeah, like that's something that Dewscrim's been looking for. He wants to complete his druid by getting even one 41 plus lifer. Probably for EP. I mean, 41 plus
Definitely
lifer,
for EPP.
definitely for EP. No gameplay difference, but just because I can. Okay, so I'm gonna let you look at this one, and you tell me if you want me to re-roll this. I actually don't know if this is... I assume that this isn't worth anything, because it...
I really don't think so, because there's nobody that still plays it, pretty much. It's
Okay.
pretty good, just drop it and we'll re-roll something else.
Yeah, okay. I'll do Grand Charm with Blight.
I really don't think anybody will buy it.
It takes so many rolls to get those GG life. Oh, dude, I'm on board with what you're saying on that. It's definitely it takes a while. Oh, or naturally, or you have to get super lucky. Sometimes you get super lucky, right? Like your first ever GC reroll could be 45 life light skills. Oh, imagine how much that'd fetch. It could be a thing. It could actually be a thing.
What was the highest thing we got last time we did this? Like
You said-
27 Java skiller?
I think so. I think it was Java Skiller. Okay, I really should have started a beat account. I'm pretty sure it was that Java Skiller, though. I can't think of anything else that was... Or maybe it was the max damage attack rating Dex, or max damage attack rating Life. One of those two.
It was live.
It was Life? I remember we got two, so I don't remember off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
yeah, but we haven't sold the decks yet.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. 1, 2, 3. And then throw this down here. Oh, such luck with these arrangements, I'm telling you. So Dad Squatch, what's the highest poison damage you can get on GC? I'm not actually sure. I know that you can get 100 poison over, or 125 over 6 seconds, I think. Because that's the one that I always come across, but... Actually, I think it's Pestilent Grand Charm of Anthrax. Pestilent Grand Charm of Anthrax. There we go. Let's, Yeah, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. I'm actually not too sure what the highest roll is. But just doing a quick Google search. You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm not too sure. I know for Small Charm it's 451, but I don't know what it would be for GCs. Anyway. Hey, Fishbones! Welcome to the stream here. How many mules of PGEMS is all of this? I don't want to do the math in my head. Oh, it's just however many... what did I... So I said 24 mules, right? 24 times 88. So let me just quickly plug this into a good old Google calculator right here. And that's 2,112 PGEMS, roughly. Some of the mules actually didn't have 88, or they were like really close to 88, and I just said, fuck it. This is good enough. So a little over 2,000 PGEMS is more or less what we have to work with here. That's just to give you a general gist of how much blood, sweat, and tears we've put into this. Although actually the collecting isn't the blood, sweat, and tears. Actually re-rolling these is the painful part. Because you have to look at a lot of shit that pops up. That, like, look at this one. It's another Vita. Yeah, picked up every flawless gem I see for years. I think I've only been like 3 to 4 40 plus life skillers is pretty damn good. I think the majority of people probably don't even make it to one 40 plus lifer in their lifetime. Anyway, you get 200 plus on SC. SC I know you can. It's 451, but GC I've never really seen. 3. Been wanting to build a full end of poison. Yeah. Might be worth trying that in Hero Editor too. I've done that. I was kind of underwhelmed, but maybe I did it wrong. Yeah. All per 88. Oh no. No. Like,
I wish.
I mean, I'm telling you, like, there's people who in the past have offered a lot less for PGEMS than we're offering now. Like, I think the going rate used to be like, what, Mal per 88? At least on BNet it was. I don't know, like on Slash, I think when I first got on the server, it was something like that, maybe like IST per 88, and then occasionally you get like somebody offering Gull per 88, and then I think Strong went Ohm for 88, the one season he was trying to re-roll a J-mod. And then the following season, I wanted to roll a 41 plus lighter, so I offered Vex per. So yeah, just to put that into perspective for you, it's Paul is a little low. Even Mal at this point, like, I don't personally feel like Mal is worth the amount of time it takes to collect and organize the mules necessary for setting up 88 PGEMS. Like, I think at the very least, I would offer somebody a Gull for 88 PGEMS. It's just way too much effort. Like, it's not difficult to do. Like, you could even farm, like, normal cows, right? Like, you could totally farm normal cows and make 88 PGEMS like that, but think about how long it would take. Like, it's not worth people's time. To encourage people to actually go and do it, you have to offer them, like, a good price, or I won't even say a fair price, because fair is a little bit subjective, I would say, but yeah. So definitely not Paul. Definitely gotta go big or go home, as I said close to the beginning of the stream. End of ladder, yeah. Well, it's not just end of ladder. Yeah, you could say end of ladder prices. The funny thing is, like, there are some people who do collect PGEMS early on, but everyone, I would say that people are a lot more stingy early on, and for good reason. Almost. And for good reason, right? Because, like, you know, you gotta keep every, you gotta pinch every penny, because, like, you're trying to save up for Enigma, or you're trying to, like, buy out the items you actually need. Honestly, getting, like, lifers with plus skills is just, it's kind of a luxury. Like, you really don't need to go that far. So yeah, Vex per 88 is definitely an end of ladder price. Early ladder, I think you'd be lucky to have somebody buy your 88 PGEMS for Vex, even for Gull. Good luck finding a buyer who's willing to offer up for that, because there's not as many people who, I think, are looking for this kind of thing early on. Even now, like, we're doing this to reroll for like a 41 plus lifer. This is totally luxury. Like, I don't think you're gonna ever come across a situation where the difference between a 35 life LE skiller and like a 45 life LE skiller is gonna, you know, be massive or anything like that. Oh look, skiller with life. But yeah, it's not like gonna make a huge gameplay difference, unless you're, well, unless maybe you're doing like PvP or some shit like that, and you want like fully decked out gear. But if you're just making a character that can farm, then yeah, like most of the time you won't even go close to under 50% of your life once you hit a certain point. Like once you have 2,000, 3,000 life, I think you're good. So yeah, that's yet another mule completed. We are now 16 out of 24 PGEM mules in. So that puts us up to PGEM mule number, should be XVI, right? Yeah, XIV. Yeah, there you go. That's the one. And I think that's the last one on this account that I have. No, XIV and then XV. There you go. Should be back with no promises. Okay, that's cool. Yes, to go do stuff, I believe, so. Rolling J-mod, silly arrangements. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's all part of the, it's all part of the process of getting a GGGC. There we go. Yeah. So Dad Squash was asking, what eye level do you need to find a +1, and where do those start? There is, here, I believe that there's a thread. I didn't memorize it, but I know where you can find it. So let me just quickly pull this up here. You're out? Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, I suppose. Enjoy your soul crushing. Oh, yes, I mean, re-rolling. Yeah, well. Yeah, I'll try. Trust me. Nightmare Cows is a good place. Okay, so, no, I think the question he's asking, or Dazbotch is asking, isn't where's the best place to find skillers early on. I think it's where is the earliest you can find skillers. Oh, would you look at that? A skiller GC with 38 life. Oh, nice. And when you word it like that, it doesn't sound so bad. Yeah, see you around.
What's it with passive magic for me.
I don't know, dude. Is this the one? 50? I know that there was a thread on it. I don't know why I can't find it right now. Is it this one? Ah, it was this one. Okay, item level 50. So, I believe in order to get eye level 50, yeah, in order to get eye level 50 items, or eye level 50, yeah, eye level 50 items you probably need to go to. So this is the charm guide, I found it. And I think area level. Although drops are kind of weird, because I think like you could be in like a level 47 area and the monsters there can still drop up to level 50. It's just a bit rare or some shit like that. I don't know entirely how this drop system works, but anyway. So here I have area level, and it says that Nightmare, Great Marsh, and Flare Jungle is the earliest you'll come across a level 50 area. Level 50 area, keep in mind. Like, you could kill normal Bale and he's a level 60 monster, so he could drop a skiller, but aside from Bale, which I presume we're not counting, everything after that is, yeah. I've gotten Tal's amulet from long enough. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Tal's is really weird in that it is still like an amulet, right? Like it's a set amulet that it has a level 67 requirement, but the eye level on it is actually really low. Like you think that the Tal's amulet from Norm Meth is pretty crazy, but I've heard people who actually pulled open a chest, like a coffin, in tombs, I think, and they got a Tal amulet. And I didn't believe them at first, and I actually did the research on it, and I realized, like, oh shit, no, you can actually get, from a coffin, a Tal amulet. So, I was like, today I learned type of, oh, motherfucker. Okay, well. You know what? I think somebody may have been looking for an Ellie skiller. Yeah, Cosmo was looking. I don't know if Cosmo's looking for one or if he's trying to sell one, so I'm just gonna leave that there for now.
I think he's selling one.
Oh, he's selling one? Okay, well, I'm gonna re-roll this one then. That's the case. Imagine if there was a way to, like, fuse GCs together. Like, I think that would change the game up a lot. Like, these 45 lifers wouldn't be so painful to get for sure. If you could, like, get a 45 lifer, or 45 life Vita Grand Charm, and you could have, like, an Ellie skiller GC, and you could just, like, merge them together with, like, a Zod rune. Whew. Imagine that. That'd be lit. Your mom found a unique giant conch recently. And when she identified it... What the... No. Actually, come to think of it, giant conch is the name of the item. Look at that. Anyway. Still no. One of these days, it will come. Right here. Ah, no. Ah, this is pretty soul crushing. To be honest, it's exactly as Ram said. It's true. It's kind of something. I've been trying to hype up these GCs, but I think we're like what 17.
It's hard.
14, 7. Yeah, this is the 17th mule. Wow. Man, time flies. This is still a lot faster than crafting, though. I'm sure you guys remember the times I was doing the crafting. Whew, that takes a while. Although I think you went to bed before I started doing the crafts, so. Okay. Nope. Nah. How about reverse penis shape? There we go. No cigar. Alright, so that's another mule down, I think. We are moving now on to the last mule on this account. I believe that'll be the last mule on this account. Yep, Canada PGEM 15. 57 mana. Nothing else of value on this. Come on. 2 white, 1 blue. Nope. Red, blue, green, maybe? What are Dutch colors again? You mentioned Dutch earlier.
Same as America.
Oh, okay.
Red, white, and blue.
Red, white, blue. Damn it. Damn, there's only so many ways I can organize this, put this GC. I feel like I've gone through so many. Oh, hey, look, I got a 45 life again. Damn it. Just need
Should I throw in the 2 amethyst mules?
Throw in the 2 amethyst mules for real?
Yeah, I don't mind. It's just if you're up for it.
Wasn't somebody gonna buy those?
Yeah, Snake was gonna buy 1, but yeah.
I mean, I'm up for it. I'm up for it.
Either I spend a Vex or get an Ohm, so yeah.
Ah, Shadow Disciplines, but no life. Now, why can't that one have plus 45 life on it? That would have really had B-Maze heart racing, and then you could never shit talk about the rearrangement of the PGEMS on the GC again. Red, nope. Life. 33 life. That's a real P. 12 FHR, 122 attack rating. Okay. Oh man, this is rough formation here. Red, yellow, blue. Yeah, that's another thing too. Ladder reset's coming up. Hope you guys are ready for it. I certainly am. I already have my plans for next season. The reset is actually going to be March the 22nd. What was it? Save the date. And that, I think, is our 4th Trap Skiller GC this session. No, 5th, actually. Yeah, it's our 5th one. I like how the number of items we found has been slowing down too, so it's a lot easier to... I'm running out of space there, so... I'm going to reroll this Trap Skiller, I think. We've come across so many, and no one's playing an Assassin this season, so it's whatever. I'll probably reroll the Ellie one too, just for good measure. I'm glad I actually bought all these Bale GCs. I mean, I was... Because I was like... So I forgot who it was. Somebody was selling like a shit ton of Bale GCs. I think it was 19. They had 19 up, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just buy them all like right here, right now. Specifically for this, I didn't know how many GCs we would need to use for this re-rolling session, so I figured I'd play it safe. I have not actually played Slash yet. I have always done botnet, and I did pod on this recent reset. Oh, that's pretty cool. I was actually trying out pod myself a while ago, and it was pretty fun. I just got kind of turned off because, well, not turned off, but there was that server issue where only half the people, or like 980 people, could be on or some shit, and well, everyone was trying to log on at the same time, so no one could get on. Yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, but aside from that, it was pretty fucking awesome. I had a lot of fun with it. So yes, as you guys can see, I think we've now plowed through every mule on this character, or you did not see, but you heard. I plowed through every mule on this account, plus the 3 mule characters I had on my account. So we are now up to 18 mules of PGEMS that we've sifted through, and at the bottom there, those are our finds. I will take a short little break to actually answer what you guys are saying in the chat, but otherwise we will proceed to do the remaining 6 PGEM mules in a couple of moments. We're now 3/4 of the way to the end, 75%, good shit, and yes indeed, Simon Dennis, it was a PNB skiller with 42 life. That is easily the catch for us this season. I actually kind of wonder if we were to put this up for trade on the Slash subreddit, how much people would be willing to offer for it, to tell you the truth. But that's a story for another day, because it is owned by Dewscrim. This is Dewscrim's, so you can decide what to do with it. Maybe he'll trophy it. I have no idea. So
I doubt it.
You doubt it.
If I'll trophy it, you'll be the one to get it.
Oh well, I don't even need it because, well.
Yeah, I know you don't need it, but if I'm gonna trophy it, I'm not needing it either.
No idea what to do with the damn thing, but anyway. Not actually played Slash. So most of my time D2 right now is speedruns and pluggy. Basically, only play about 2 weeks of resets, which is totally fair. I presume either you get bored or you get fully geared. Speedruns, definitely. I like speedruns in the game, or I like watching them. I myself can't do them. I'm not quite that knowledgeable or skilled in the game, clearing it myself. Pluggy for sure is also pretty awesome for various reasons. You can do Holy Grail. They make it a lot easier for you to, like, for example, farm Cow King. You also use vanilla drop rates, unlike Slash or Pod, which have much better drop rates, so it's a bit more difficult, and that definitely makes it so that you take a bit longer to actually go about playing the game, looking for all the items that you need. Yeah, I don't know. I think definitely it's I can see what the part of the appeal of pluggy is, but I also really love playing the game on Slash, or just. Well, yeah, Slash in particular. It's like, the thing with Slash, and I mean, not just Slash, but also Pod, I guess, they are community servers, right? Like, you always have people to play the game with. It's not just like, oh, well, I'm on my little island and I'm just gonna play, do my own thing on single player. Like, that has its own charm, but I love the trading aspect. I love being able to be a part of a community, being able to, like, you know, bidding war with people, to kind of like have a chat channel up. Yeah, sometimes you get the occasional asshole on the server. Yeah, that's a given, but a lot of the time you're doing fun stuff. You're coordinating with others, doing ladder reset with a team of 8. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Helping out lobies find their way, watching as they progress and learn more about the game. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. So yeah, it is very close to 45, Simon Dennis, but honestly, I'm not complaining. More on that in a sec. So here we go. We are moving on to the last 6 mules. This is mule number 6, well, Tana's 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st PGEM mules right here. So settle down and enjoy the ride. The final 6 gem mules, or PGEM mules. So close to 45. Yeah, so close to 45, but honestly, to tell you the truth, like, even 42 is pretty fucking amazing. Like, even 41 plus I'm happy with, because that is exotic. It is exotic in the sense that you will never find that in any, like, normal MF run in the game. That's kind of the appeal for me for a 41 lifer. I dare not be all like, oh, well, it was not a 45 lifer, what a shame. No, fucking 42 lifer is fucking amazing. My one regret is it's not an LE skiller, because that's the one that Panda actually needed, and these are his PGEMs.
Impossible.
Okay, and speaking of which, here we go, 45 plus life, GC, again. So, yeah, exactly as Panda pointed out, Unsullied, Slash, it makes it so that no drop is set to 0, and pod is the same way too, by the way. So if you played on pod, you would be familiar with this. Every monster that you kill will drop an item. So imagine playing vanilla D2, single player, right? And you have player settings. You can go like players 8, players 1, you can go players 7, players 3, whatever. Like, as you increase the player setting, the monsters get stronger, but they are more likely to drop an item. Now, this isn't a guarantee that the item will be good, it's just more of a guarantee that there will be more items that drop on the floor. Now, when you're playing on BNet, if you have, you know, multiple players in the game and they're all in the same area, the drop rates increase. Slash and Path of Diablo aren't quite like that. You don't need to have 8 people in the game or 7 people in the game or whatever. Even playing by yourself, the drop rates are as good as they can possibly be, or the drop rates as in like no drop, or the odds that a monster will drop an item is 100%. Any monster that you kill will drop an item. That is just how it is, with the exception of like the suicide bombing monsters in Act 5, right? What are they called? I can't remember the name for them. I just call them the suicide bombers, but it's like, it feels very politically incorrect. So, can you guys refresh me? It's the ones in Worldstone keep level 2. I actually can't remember the name for them, but those guys don't drop anything, but everything else does. Set to P8 drops without being P8 and does not increase with more people. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at. It is kind of like that, where pod, if you have like 8 people, it's the same as if you were to do drops or play the game with just one person. And hey, that's another pretty interesting GC. I will, I think, leave that for you to mess around with if you wanna.
Yeah, throw it there.
Yep.
We'll see.
Okay. I left it on the floor. Now, I think I had. Where is it? Is it this one? No, this is the gem mule. This is my bot. And here we go. Okay, 2 Bale GCs on the floor. And yeah, all right. Let's keep at it. So, our rune drops changed. Pod adjusted rune drops beyond the basic P8 drop chain. Nope, rune drop rates are not changed. This is the thing. I know Path of Diablo made it so that, yeah, I think the runes are acquired in a more linear fashion. Here on SlashDiablo, there is no change in, or no adjustment in the rune drop rates. But there is an increase. Well, I mean, with no drop 0 and having map hack at your disposal, it actually turns out that if you really go, there's certain areas that if you farm them, then, well, you can expect, like, yeah, you're going to be swimming in high runes after a while. Namely cows, of course, but I mean, well, what else is new? It's the same way, I'd say, in vanilla D2, to some extent. Like, if you're looking for, like, lots of runes, you'd probably go, like, cows, on players 3, players 7, that kind of shit. But yeah, they haven't actually changed the drop rates of the runes themselves, if that's what you're asking. No gameplay differences, but because map hack is permitted and no drop is set to 0, it does in some ways change the way the meta is in the game. Necros in particular are extremely powerful. Javazons, well, are pretty strong too, or even stronger. But what this also kind of means is that if you start farming like players 1, so like if you're playing like a Boazon, for example, like you could actually... Sorry about that. No, I just had to look at that GC disappointedly. But anyway, what this means is that, like, if you have like a boson or like any like build that isn't normally viable for MFing, it actually does become viable for MFing. Simply because, like, yeah, you can now farm anywhere you want on any player count, and it'll still be like a-okay. It's just that a lot of the other builds that were already strong become even stronger. But yeah, anyway, to give you the long story short, though, yeah, they haven't changed the gameplay or the rune drop rates on Sully. There. Hello, Muse. Nice to see you. It's going okay. Actually, no, it's going pretty good, to be honest. We found, as you can see in the bottom here, PNB Skiller with 42 life. And... yeah, PNB Skiller with 42 life, that is easily the best, I think, GC we've gotten all season. I think that's the best GC I've ever rerolled, period. So, yeah, I mean, my goal is complete for the season. I know, well, no, maybe not this season, but I remember 2 seasons ago, as I think you recall, because you were here back 2 seasons ago, I was playing my Poison Necro. One of my goals was I wanted to get any Skiller GC with 41 plus life, and, well, today's the day that I got it, so that's pretty awesome. Now all that's left is to try and get an Ellie 41 plus lifer, but yeah, I mean, it very well might be the case that it might not happen this season. But that's okay. Well, not okay, but that's just kind of how it is. But we're still trying, though. Still trying to go at it. How are you doing, Muse? How are you doing? How are you doing? I saw you did that post on the Pindle skin thread, by the way, and I actually haven't quite had the time to look at it or look into it. Hey, Coaster. Nice to see you too. Just slowly dropping in here. So yeah, I wanted to I wanted to go get a chance to look at it, but I haven't had the time to do that yet, or I haven't had a chance to go look at it, or no, that's a lie. I did go to look at it, but I wanted to sit down and actually take the time to understand the numbers, because that was all the calculations in my head kind of freaked me out, so I had to be like, okay, hold on. I need to pick a day where I can actually sit down and thoroughly look at this thread in order to understand what kind of calculations are going on here. So, and look, another 42 lifer. Coaster. Nice to have you on board with us. How are you doing, Coaster? We got our hands on a PNB lifer today. That's pretty fantastic. But otherwise, just chilling, having a nice little play date. In a matter of speaking. And another Vita. Hype for 22nd of March. Oh yes, who isn't? Who isn't? Remember, guys, if you guys are not familiar with SlashDiablo, I assume that the majority of you are idling, or who are idling and watching this stream right now are probably, you know, people from SlashDiablo who actually saw the Reddit post and just wanted to see what kind of shitty rerolls I'd get. Ha! Take that! I actually managed to get a not so shitty reroll in the form of DMB Skiller, but aside from that, like, if you guys are new to the channel, like for example, like Unsullied, then, well, yeah, just know that there is a reset on the 22nd of March. 22nd of March, the SlashDiablo ladder reset. If you guys want to have vanilla D2 gameplay, if you guys are nostalgic, the thing is, like, this isn't like a 100% vanilla server. I'll be honest, right? Like, it's different in about in a couple of ways. Like, you're allowed to use map pack, you're allowed to use, it's no drop set to 0, and you no longer spawn Uber Diablo with an SOJ. That's done so that you can actually get your hands on SOJs instead of having a situation where everyone's hoarding SOJs to spawn declones with, so that's probably for the better. But yeah, I mean, once again, I'm telling you guys, if you're interested, make sure to check it out. I will give you a link if you need it. Declone recipe, drop rate, multi-box, and map pack. Yeah, and by the way, multi-box is absolute. Oh, hey, look, another skiller GC with life. Multi-box is absolutely fantastic. It makes your life a lot easier, and it's also fun having multiple characters out on the field at once, I would say, personally. Some people might argue that it kind of, like, detracts from the fun that you can kind of have, like, a bow barb and shit, but honestly, dude, having... Hey, a fire skiller. That's pretty good. Is that the last of my GCs? I think that's the last of my GCs. We have to start picking which ones we want to reroll now. Out of the... Okay. So, Fnatic Grand Charm of Vita is going, right? Kisrim? Anyway,
Did you pick up that acrobat?
Yeah, I
also?
picked up the acrobatic.
Okay.
So I reroll both of these, right? They are skiller GCs with life, but I believe, knowing you, that you don't want them.
No.
No, okay.
Just reroll.
Oh, that's the green light. Let's do it. Wow. 42 life. Nope. So, also amazing players like D2D2 myself. I wouldn't call myself an amazing player, but I am just pretty fucking amazing. Cool. And full sarcasm, by the way. I need to give some context, because some people might actually take me seriously on this. Hey, Purple. Why did you reroll that Beacomb? They're the best ones to get. Yeah, I've never seen anyone ask for a Beacomb. I have never, not once have I ever seen anyone ask for a Beacomb skill or GC. Expert or skillful, I said amazing. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Coaster. But still. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, when it comes to Barb skiller GCs, I only ever bother to keep Warcries. And also, of course, max damage attack rating with life. I don't think I've ever heard anyone be like, oh yeah, I want to keep masteries, or I'm looking for combat skills GCs, or what was the other one? Masteries GCs over max AR life for a Barb. So, I mean, maybe it was a new reroll, whatever the fuck, but once again, I go by what I've seen on Slash, and I've never seen anyone, not even once, ask for a Barb combat. Even last stream, I think I rolled a Barb combat with 40 life, if I recall correctly, or there was one Barb GC that we rolled with a lot of life. I don't remember what the stats on it were, but certainly there weren't people jumping up and down like, damn, I want that. No, that's just certainly not how it turned out. So, Also, the other thing too, I'm almost out of Bale GCs. Actually, no, sorry. I am out of Bale GCs. I've used up all of the other Bale GCs that I had. I bought 19 of them. And all of the other ones that I found today are more useful or more sellable than that Barb combat. Like Warcry Skiller, Fire Skiller, PNB Skiller, well, okay, the Light Skiller, P-Comb, Trap, like 4 times in fact. 5 times actually. LE Lifer, bunch of other Gs. Like, they're all more useful than Barb combat.
Check the other build GC mule.
Oh, do you have more?
You should still have plenty there.
Okay. There we go. And I think that is it for now. Okay, so that is Mule or Pana's or Deucecrim's 18th PGEM Mule, 21st in total. That puts us up to number 19. Should have actually started with his before I used mine, because that would make it count a lot easier. Oh, not bad. We've actually managed to get through I've actually gotten through most of these mules in about 2 hours almost. I think we'll be done about 2.5 in, and you can probably you're gonna head to bed like right after, I presume. So
Yeah, most definitely.
yeah.
I'm crashing hard already, so.
Yeah.
I'm overburdened.
Okay, here we go. Next one. Nope. Yeah, I'll go check the PGEM mule after though, or the GC mule, if I run out on this one. Although passive and magic is kind of an insult too. To tell you the truth, like, passives on is kind of a thing. Like, I know that those exist, but that's another build which, once again, I've never heard anyone on Slash ever ask for. And it's not one that we're interested in, so... that's going to the reroll bin. Okay, faster one walk. P-Skulls. I remember a couple seasons ago I would collect P-Skulls to try and reroll diadems for a really nice one. But, I don't know though, like, what kind of rare here's an actual question that I'm curious about. Because I want somebody to open my closed-mindedness here. What kind of rare diadem could you get that isn't a necro diadem, like a necro circlet, right? Like, if it were 2 necro, 20 FCR, then that, I mean, automatically that makes it worth something on this server. You can get some really good diadems as rerolls. Yes, that's true, you can. And I know this, but what are these really good diadems? Now, this is what I'm genuinely curious about, and I'm telling you that, or I'm telling you guys that I know Necro's a thing, okay? 220 Necro is a thing on this server. I've seen people who actually, who have never played on this server, who actually told people on this server that it was worthless, and then, lo and behold, it got charsied, and people who were looking for a 220 got a bit pissed off. But if it's not a Necro Diadem or a Necro Circlet, then what other Circlet could you use? 220/20s. So, Barb 220? Assassin 220? I guess Assassin 220, but the thing that kind of gets me, yeah, I guess Assassin 220 probably would make sense. Because whenever I think Paladin, I think, like, you don't need a 220 when you can go, what is it, COA? You can hit 125 FCR and you can use COA because Paladin Spirit Shields are a thing. When it comes to Amazon, I don't know, do they want 220s? I thought they usually use Griffs, to be honest. If we're talking Sork, then they're probably going to want Griffs. I guess unless you're playing a Fire Sword, then maybe. So yeah, I mean, like, intuitively 220/20s come to mind. It's just, in the past I've seen 220s, and those don't usually sell. H-Dins, yeah, this is what I mean. Like, intuitively H-Dins come to mind, right? That's the first thing that I would think of if somebody told this to me. But then, the thing with H-Dins, the only reason you'd want to use a 220/20 on an H-Din is that, what was it? Oh yeah, you don't want to use Spirit, like, you'd rather use Hawes instead. Because you can have a Hammerdin and you can go Hodo, Spirit Shield, assuming 35 Spirit Shield, of course, right? Like, and this is not a difficult assumption to make because, well, this is not an unfair assumption to make just because if that's, by the time you have Hodo or by the time you have the other equipment, you should have 35 FCR Spirit Shield. So 40 off of Hodo, 35 off of the Spirit Shield, 20 off of Mage Fist, 20 off of Arachnid Sash, and then you could have a Pally amulet with 10 FCR, and bam, there you go. That's 125 right there. You don't actually need a 220/20 circlet for a Paladin. Unless you want to switch out your Spirit Shield for Hawes, maybe. But I don't... That's why I'm always hesitant when it comes to Paladins. I know Necros can definitely use 220s. That's not even a... Ooh, Light Skiller. Okay, nice. Turned Beat Home into a Light Skiller. And before I reroll the next one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get off of this character. I'm going to hop on the other one. said that there were some Bale GCs here, so let's use those ones. Oh shit, man, there's still a lot of Bale GCs, I didn't realize. Yeah, should have been using these ones. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see, another light skiller, although notice that it's been slowing down a lot since the halfway mark. But that's okay though. Light skiller. So, Fork, Grand Charm, Greed. Let's throw this bad boy in. Nope, no cigar, and these are the last rerolls, I think. This is the last reroll, so just throw this over. Yep, I think that's pretty much all of them, on this mule at least. So we're now down to XX, XX and XXI, and those are the two final mules of this evening. I hope you guys enjoyed the re-rolling process. Definitely fun to just do this on the side. I mean, in the past I would have expected no one to come and watch these, but I threw them on anyway, just for fun, like why not, and I mean, Dewscrim was perfectly okay with it too, so. How much did I pay for all this? Not that much. How much did Dewscrim pay for this? Well, that's a whole different story. The thing is, he's the one who bought most of these PGEM mules, and he was doing it Vex per 88. So 21 of the mules are his, and 3 of them are mine, that we've paid for. So that comes out to about 11 ohms. And I bought 3 PGEM mules, so I only paid 1.5 actually. So yeah, that was about 12 ohms in total, or something like that. I'm not here to do math right now, but yeah. So, and Squatch's statement, I didn't even know you could re-roll GCs. Yeah, dude, you can totally re-roll GCs. But definitely, if you are to spend PGEMs re-rolling GCs, you should be re-rolling Bale GCs. You shouldn't ever go and be like, oh yeah, I found this one in the pits, I'm gonna re-roll. Like, yeah, you can get a Pally, like a P-comb, right, with 40 life, but it's a waste. It's definitely a waste. Penis shape. Ah, trash. Yeah, it's definitely a waste because you can't roll 41 to 45 like you can with these Bale GCs. Now, only worth rerolling high-level GCs. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, as Muse pointed out, those are 2 very valuable things to keep in mind. You can reroll actually any magic item. People actually do this. No, not from Bale Room. Not from Bale Room. Just Bales. Bale, Diablo, and Neelathak, because Neelathak is level 95. Diablo is level 94, and Bale is level 99, of course. So, with that in mind, GCs from Bale Room, or from the Throne Room, are at most only level 88. The minimum that you need is level 91, and there's only 3 monsters in the game that can drop, well, equal to an item, or a GC that has an eye level of 91 or above, which are the 3 that I mentioned previously. So, yeah, anyway, moving along. Nope, no. It's Bale. Wave 5 from Bale cannot drop 91 GCs. They are level 88 monsters. Yeah, no. I would say pretty sure they can. GG ring off Andy just now. Ooh. What is it? Sorry about that. That was seems good probably now. Yeah, sorry. That was yeah. Okay. So hold on. Yeah, there's lots of stuff being said here. So yeah, you're right. Okay, yes, I'm pretty sure for Bale Throne Room, all the monsters are level 88. The 5 waves are level 88. Level 91 is the required item level. Regarding 10 FCR, 8 min, 71 mana, 24 light res, that's okay to be honest. I don't want to burst your bubble, but we call it a GG ring is, it's missing a lot, to tell you the truth. Oh yeah, you would, Coaster. But yeah, how's it going, Fuho? It would be good with strength. Yeah, if it had strength, if it had life, then yeah, it would be fantastic. But definitely to call it GG, I don't think it quite warrants that. At least, once again, not trying to burst your bubble. I just, yeah, I definitely wouldn't vouch for it being GG just so that like, yeah. Yeah, but it's okay, Coaster. I found plenty of those. To be honest, I'm surprised. I found fewer lucky Grand Charms than I have Vitas, which usually it's the other way around. Hey, by the way, Spasix too. Let's see. So regarding the magic items, though, you could re-roll any magic item with the 3 PGEMS, as I'm doing right here. The only other, I mean, like, I think most people re-roll GCs, and they might re-roll Monarchs. That's the other one. Because Monarchs can actually roll into J-Mods, Jeweler's Monarch of Deflecting. That's another item that's kind of sought after. Or at the very least, very revered, right? Like, everyone would be like, oh shit, wow, that's a J-mod, whoa, and they'll like thumbs up on Reddit and shit. Like, not everyone will bid on it, and if people were to bid on it, well, a lot of people who don't bid on it, it's because they either don't need it for their build, or they know they can't afford it, right? Yes, I should. Alright, Dana, if you're planning to head off now, then, well, have a good night. Thank you once again for fueling the entertainment for roughly 24 people on this fine Monday morning. Hopefully those of you who came by enjoyed it. I'm still in the middle of re-rolling GCs. I'm almost done. These are going to be the last few, and then that will be it. So you're not going to be missing out on much. I'll let you know if I roll you something good, but it doesn't quite look like that's going to be the case. Now, there's another good magic item you could re-roll for 6. There are other ones. You could also even re-roll for like a magic tiara with 30 faster unlock or some shit like that, right? Like these items, there are other magic items, but by and large, I think the 2 main ones to keep in mind, Jeweler's Monarch of Deflecting and Bale Grand Charms, or well, they're normally known as Bale Grand Charms. It's not entirely wrong, but it's not entirely correct either, because, like, yeah, once again, you can go Diablo or Neelathak or Bale to roll 44 plus, or 41 plus lifers. That's kind of the idea there. That sounds painful. Yeah, this is the last batch. This is the last batch. I'm kind of rushing through them because I'm trying to get them over with before you head off. But regarding rare items, P-Skulls rerolling rare items is particularly interesting because you actually reduce the level of the item that you're rerolling with P-Skulls. So usually people use diadems for rerolls because even if you reroll it over and over, or reroll a diadem over and over again, the item level on it doesn't, or it goes down, but you can still, yeah, the way diadems work is a bit weird in that you can still get all the modifiers that you can get if you had just gotten the item, right? So like if I were to get like a piece of shit circlet and then I were to keep re-rolling it, the item level would go down to like, let's say 1, and then finally you can no longer, or I don't know if it's 1, but at some point you would stop being able to get access to plus to sword skills and shit like that. With diadems, this wouldn't be the case though, so that's why for P-Skulls, I think diadems are usually the go-to for re-rolling. I am sure there are other ones too, like pelts maybe. I'm not entirely too sure how that would work, but just to kind of give you a gist of what can be done in this game. These PGEMs are not just for crafting. If people do say that the PGEMs are for crafting, it's not, well, it's not technically, like, for, yeah, I mean, I guess it is correct, because the thing is, like, you do need PGEMs for crafting. It just depends which type, or what you're trying to craft, that will dictate which type of PGEM you need specifically. Amethyst for crafted amulets, that kind of stuff is usually the go-to, but some people do like need sapphires for crafting boazon gloves and whatnot. So yeah, you can definitely use PGEMs for a lot more than just crafting amulets. You can use them for crafting, you can use them for re-rolling, you can obviously use them for some cube recipes like Talthal B Topaz. And yeah, that will be the final re-roll for me this evening, and also for Panna. I don't know if he's still around though, but that is it. All my PGEMs, yep, that's right. GC top left gems, bot right re-roll. Here, tell you what, just because, sorry about that, I wasn't reading the chat when I had said that last one here. I will try and rectify this mistake. I have a few more PGEMs on my... Okay. So, I actually have a gem mule somewhere. Oh, here we go. This is my, like, this isn't for re-rolling, or these gems aren't usually for re-rolling. This is for, like, my own personal use, aka if I need to, like, a perfect topaz for, say, like, I don't know, socketing an armor, then I have these here. Actually, what am I doing? I have this. I have a bunch of P sapphires. Alright, this is perfect. Oh, solid. I'll even do it with this character. Yeah, you're good, dude. You don't have to. Well, I mean, I want to because I feel bad now. I feel bad. So, yeah. Let's fix this up a little bit. I actually kind of fucked up. I'm gonna be honest, because I'm gonna actually hop out on this account. What a stash of gems, impressive. Yeah, thanks. Well, I mean, I need to keep that organized. That's actually a really important mule to keep organized, because, well, yeah, that's an important one to keep organized because I actually need those. Sometimes I need those on demand. If somebody is like, oh wow, I need to re-roll my armor now, I know exactly, like, okay, well, I can hack them together or something. Or occasionally people need to cube up like 2 mals into an ist or some shit, then, well, I'm ready to just throw them a sapphire that I just happened to pick up off the floor a while ago. So it's nice being prepared. That is something that I, as both a D2 player and a community member of the Slash community, have learned that, yeah, this is kind of an important thing to do. So, alright, this is the last reroll for real now. Burly Grand Charm, I guess. And then you said GC top left, PGEMS, bottom right, roll. Now, oh, okay, I can end on that. I can end on that. See, that is Fuho's Grand Charm right here. That is Fuho's Grand Charm. That is Fuho's Grand Charm. He was the, and that's perfect. I actually just ran out of space here. Oh, nope. One under. There you go, guys. And I'll recap this in a moment, but that is pretty much everything. I think Dewscrim's already long out. P-Ami is only worth, it's not just P-Ami, but I'm just saying, well, I mean, the thing is, right now, we're, Panna and I are both buying PGEMs at Vex per 88. So, any assortment of PGEMs, by the way. So, I don't know. You can look at it as P Amethysts are the only ones that are worth, but we use any type of PGEMS for re-rolling. People use P Sapphires for crafting gloves, or knockback gloves, for their Hybridons or Boazons. There's, I think it's Sapphires, it might be P Rubies. There's other items that people try to craft too. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but I'm just saying there are other items out there that do use PGEMS and whatnot. So, yeah, those were all your PGEMS. Nice to see you, Wushia? Is that, I've always wondered. I actually don't know how to say your name. And thank goodness I've never had to in chat channels, so. But yeah, Stash of Gems, pretty impressive. That is pretty. Well, okay, you were talking about the Stash of Gems that I organized. Game name, I got a surprise for you. Got a full load for Vex if you want. Ooh, it's damn, it's tempting. You know what? Sure, let's do it. One sec. Let's hop on over here. Where is it? Is it this window? Is Fuho still here? I mean, Fuho is the one who actually got the nice little GG lightning skiller over there. But anyway, by the way, Wushia, the PNB 42 lifer, I actually have no idea. This is the thing, right? Like static or prices are not static on Slash. They fluctuate based on supply demand, and supply and demand differs based on a number of different things on the server. Like, for example, how many people are looking for a PNB 42 lifer right now on ladder? How many people who play non-ladder want this 42 lifer? How many people still have something that they can pay? And how much do they have to offer? Right? Like, A. Lamau, I'm sure he would want it. He bought a PNB Life 38 lifer, I think, for, I think it was 4 ohms? Yeah, I think it was 4 ohms. But 42 lifer is something that's exotic. It's not something that's easy to get. And even some of the non-ladder people, I'm sure, would be interested in it. So there's more to it than just being like, oh, how much would it be worth? I would guesstimate at least 5 ohms minimum. If it were me, I would not sell this 42 lifer for 5 ohms, or any less than 5 ohms, and that's not even because I have a non-ladder necro. I have 2 non-ladder necros, but like, it's strictly because like an item like this should be going for a lot more than that. That's like, how often do you see a 42 life skiller that's actually good like this? It's quite unusual. Even in 42, yes, 20 plus minimum easy. Once again, I would dare to say it would go for at least 10, honestly, but 5 is a safe bet. And I base this off of the fact that somebody already paid 4 for 37 lifer. Okay, so I say that 5 is a pretty safe minimum. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, people start, open up the bidding at 10, maybe even 15 or 20. Just saying. Now, easy is an overstatement. Yeah, well, it's debatable. So Dad Squatch, I think we will... Yeah, okay, I can buy the full load for Vex, might as well. Just drop him on the floor, come to Pana F in a second. I start next ladder, says Fuho. First time returning in 12 years, keep your GC, buddy. Oh, I mean, I would have given it to you if you'd asked. I think the wording that I used was a little bit weird. I said it was your GC, but that was as in, like, you managed to, your formation is the one that produced this light skiller. But granted, like, yeah, I would also just as easily give it to you if you'd asked, because, like, yeah, I don't need this. It's just, we're looking for the LE skiller specifically. But anyway, it's all good. I appreciate the content. Look forward to joining on Slash. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Same to you. I do hope that you've been enjoying watching so far. Definitely, when next season rolls around, it is going to be lit. Okay, so what else did I want to say here? Oh yes, I remember. So I think Wushia wanted, he wanted to trade, or no, it was Dad Squatch. He's the one who. Oh, he's in our game. I didn't even realize. Oh, hold on. He's in our game. All right. Was this D2 gems? I need to bring in the tradables here. Okay, here we go. And there's a lot of people who think I'm like rich and shit. Might as well give you guys a chance to take a look at what's in my bank account here. Boop. This is the sum total of how much I'm worth right now, FYI. I don't actually have that much, to tell you the truth. Like, these are not... Most of these items are, like, not really worth, like, a ton. This is actually a bale GC, I just remembered, but... Yeah, I have a couple Lems, a couple Ums, a couple Pulls, Mals, Ists, one Gull. And yeah, I basically kept, like, one in each room, and a couple Vexes. But aside from that, like, no, I'm not... I think a lot of people get this idea that I've been around on the server for a while, so I must be focused to get much, which honestly, I'm really not that rich. Richer than some, just definitely not as rich as some people make me out to be. So, not saying that to brag, just pointing it out, because there's, yeah, I've gotten that from time to time. So here we go. This is the last 88, which might roll out worse than the last one I finished off on, but. Nothing much you can really do about that. Skillers. Grand Charm of Dexterity. Okay, here you go, guys. We're going to try this one more time. I lied. I guess this will be the last attempt. The last attempt on re-rolling these PGEMS. 38 for 43 Ellie. Yes, yeah, that's true. That is true. But that's, like, we know that there is one Druid enthusiast on the server. I mean, I know that Abel Mao's playing a Necro right now. He's the only Necro that I know that's still playing, FYI. I don't know if anyone else would be all like, oh shit, well, it's 43 lifer. I kind of need that for my Necro that I'm still farming with. No, fuck, I don't think that anyone's looking for that right now. So, here we go. What else? Who is richest? Dan? I'll answer that in a second. These are GG gems. I hope so. I certainly hope so. Muse. Jambon. Oh, you're talking Muse. So, Jambon Fumi, I actually don't know, to tell you the truth. Dan... The thing I've come to realize regarding, like, who's richest on the server, it's kind of more by the way, Squatch, P Amethyst usually gets sold separately. I don't know if you know, I'm sure you know that, but I'm just gonna bring it up just in case. Usually P Amethysts are separated from all the other PGEMS, because other people buy them separately for crafting, FYI. So 88 P Amethysts actually go for an Ohm Rune, whereas usually they go for about an Ohm. But then the regular PGEMS themselves only go for about Vex. So, just as a heads up. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so moving back to it. It really depends, right? It really depends, well, regarding, like, who's the richest on the server, you have to also look at some people know others on the server who are really rich, and so they'll actually pool together resources to buy specific items, which... I assume you'll get me Vex later. No, there's a Vex on the bottom left, if you go right over here where I'm standing right now. I assume that your map pack should show it, but, yeah, if you have too many items on the screen at once, you won't be able to see it on this side. There you go, there's your Vex. There you go, and you picked it up. So, I'm not gonna discriminate between P-Amethyst and whatever, so I'll just use this plain PGEMS. Alright, there you go, Squash. Hopefully that'll be useful. So, regarding, okay, so I'll answer Wishy, I see your question. I just want to answer Muses first. The thing is, there's people who pool resources on the server, which, you know, that certainly shouldn't be illegal or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, it's an observation that I made. Like, I've never thought about this, but as far as, like, a lot of the richest people are people who are also, like, working together with others to achieve the goals that they want to achieve. As far as, like, individual players are concerned, I don't know who the richest individual player would be. Even Dan, right? From my understanding, I think Dan is not as rich as Jeebus if we were to talk about them in terms of just, like, individually. I look at them as, like, a group of people that play together, but even if we were to go by that measure of, like, okay, well, if we were to count their wealth and what they got, I'm pretty sure Dan would lose out to Jeebus is my guess, but I'm not 100% on that. Having said that, I think probably the richest individual player on this server, I would say, is Strong Like Ox, is my guess. I'm not 100% on that though, but yeah, I think it's Strong. Just kind of a hunch. I'm pretty sure it would be him. Thank you, by the way. Oh yeah, no worries. No, thank you. I mean, surprising us with the last-minute Piamethyst here. Yeah. And I saved the Piamethyst for last because, you know what? Fuck Piamethysts. Fuck Amulet Crafting, because that's... Well, actually, no, I can't say fuck Amulet Crafting because I've actually gotten some pretty useful ones. So, the second last arrangement will make... Oh, nope. It's either T or... whatever. T's good enough. And then Penis Formation to finish it off with Piamethysts. Yeah, okay. And yeah, well, can't hope for something good all the time. That's okay. I'm happy with these rerolls. Dewscrim, I'm sorry, but unfortunately there is still no cigar on your what you're looking for. But hopefully in the future, more to come. This is probably it. I think the end of this rerolling session. I'm going to answer some questions and then I'll figure out what to do next. I'll either drop the stream or if you guys want to stick around, maybe I'll do a bit of farming while I just chat with you guys in the background. Yeah, but I want to get to answering Muse's question and also Washia's question too. Well, actually, I answered Muse's. I think definitely Richest is probably Strong Like Ox. So, could you give me some opinion? I'm kind of losing balance for Slash and time right now. I really enjoyed Diablo 2 and especially Slash, but still the grind for everything is present even with no drop. I think I can just wait and go plug your route with some mods. I will... I meant quit. I'm not sure what you mean. Like, I would farm 10 plus hours a day looking with single player. I'll be more satisfied with 2 or 3 play hours, which is fair. Okay, so my opinion is this. Decide what it is you want to get out of the game and let that dictate how you play Diablo 2. As for me, single player is fun. Diablo 2 is fun. But I love playing on Slash because it's a community server. I like playing with a big group of people. I love being able to trade with others for what I need. I love being able to help out the lobies. I love being able to stream content and have you guys involved, right? If it were single player, I could try to farm all these PGEMS myself, but then, once again, that's like a solo adventure, right? Like, it's me, myself, and I. Here right now on Slash, I'm trying to help Dewscrim get his, like a crazy pelt. I'm trying to help him with his, with trying to get like an LE lifer by doing the rerolls for him and collecting some PGEMS myself. For me, these are things that I enjoy. I personally enjoy far more than I would if I were to sit by myself in a single player and try to do Holy Grail or speed runs or that kind of stuff. So, just giving you kind of heads up on like my take on why I play the game. Look at it from your perspective as a D2 player. Do you want to play D2 because you genuinely like just, you know, you love playing the game, you love farming on your own. You don't really care much for trading with others. In fact, you hate the economy. So then probably you don't want to play on Slash. Oh, the other thing too is ping, by the way. If I play on Slash, then I also have to deal with the issue of my, like, I'm not from Europe, but my ping isn't like spectacular, the connection-wise to Slash, but it's still a good trade-off. Like, I'd still rather play with others, and I don't want to play botnet, obviously. So yeah, Slash is the best option for me, as far as I can tell. Downward GG, see ya. Alright, well, Squatch is out. And help me theorycraft. Yeah, that's another thing too. But I could just as easily play single player and then theorycraft there. Or I could theorycraft on single player while talking to you on Reddit, right? That is also an option. Yeah, Dewscrim, thanks again. I will talk to you next time. Hopefully, probably when you're fully conscious, and we can chat about where to go from here afterwards. But yeah, have a good night. Sorry to keep you so long, I suppose. No, Bartholomew. What's up, my dude? 840. Look at the bottom. As you can see, I have everything. Uh, Sorry, okay. Just had to pop a message over to somebody. So, you can look at the bottom. Look at the bottom where it says good GCs so far, and that is the list to really look at. As you saw, or as you can see, one Warcry skiller in roughly 600 rerolls, or 700 rerolls. We got a Warcry skiller, one Fire skiller, or two Fire skillers actually, a couple, I think 2 light skillers, 5 trap skillers, 1 LE skiller GC with 30 to life. Basically, we didn't find a 45 life skiller, but we did find a PNB skiller with 42 life, which is absolutely amazing. That is fantastic. I don't think that I've seen anyone get their hands on that in a very long time. If I were, or if, well, Dewscrim, because this is Dewscrim's GC, not mine. If Dewscrim were to put this up on the Slash subreddit, I am curious to see how much attention it would garner and how much people would be willing to pay to get their hands on it, FYI. So, something to keep in mind. Enough, mate. Just three off perfect. Even 41 plus, in my opinion, is already like... I mean, this is obviously incorrect terminology, but I like to look at it like this. I like to look at 40 lifers as perfect, and I like to look at 41 to 45 lifers as super perfect, because you can't really get 41 to 45 lifers through quote-unquote regular gameplay of like farming monsters and shit, so that's kind of my take on that. But anyway, regarding the theory crafting though, I could definitely still do that on my own time while I'm on single player, and I can still talk to you on Reddit, but I mean, I don't need to be on SlashDiablo for that, but I'm on SlashDiablo for that anyway, because I love playing on SlashDiablo. I love playing and knowing that there are others to not just to compete with, but you know, that I can just interact with in any way I feel like it, right? So that's pretty awesome. More on that in a second, Bartholomew. Washia, are you still here? There is something I was going to advise though, based off of what Muse pointed out, because Muse was saying, where do you grind at? And I think something that I want to bring up, with regards to playing on Slash, or just playing D2 in general, is that a lot of people grind in the game, but they get bored of the game because they don't get as much of a return as they want for the hours that they invest into the game, right? So what do I mean by this? Well, for me, I can get a high rune roughly once every 4 hours of gameplay on average. For me, that's like, I think that's something that I'm pretty happy with. There's some people who do though like 10-minute cow runs, and this is the example that I always go back to. Okay, there are some people who do 10-minute cow runs. They do 10-minute cow runs or like 5-minute chaos runs, and they don't get items as quickly as they want because their run times are just not as quick as other people, I guess. Everyone's always like, oh yeah, we found like a Vex, a low rune, a burr rune, and they're like, wow, why haven't I found anything? And it's some combination of luck, and also because, like, you know, the faster you can kill monsters, the easier it is to, or the more chances you actually have at finding an item. That's kind of the principle of the game. The more monsters you kill, the faster you find items, right? Or the more items you find. So, with that in mind, maybe you need to actually adjust how quickly you farm, and then it might make the game more enjoyable in that way, because you're actually getting the items. You're actually getting items that you can speak of, and it's not just boring as shit. And yes, ladder resets like every 4 months, but then there's always non-ladder, so that's also always an available option, even if you wouldn't play on ladder. So there's definitely a lot of different ways to go about playing the game. It shouldn't just be limited to like, oh well, should I just force myself to keep doing what I'm doing for the sake of doing what I'm doing? Think about what else is available to you and base your decisions off that. So let's see here. How are you, by the way, little introvert? Nice to see you. Always glad to see your stream. The dude with no sub, and you got my respect from that point. I don't think that that's necessarily a good measure, to tell you the truth, of, I mean, okay, so I appreciate, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to try and rap on you for that, but I also don't agree, ironically. Like, I don't have a sub button, but it's not because, like, I mean, I don't think that you should base your respect on me based off of not having a sub button. There's a lot of people who have a sub button and are really cool people, cooler people than I am, to tell you the truth. I'm honestly the biggest douchebag, like, you have no idea. And the thing is, the thing with the no sub button is, like, some people do this, and they have the sub button, and there's really no reason to not have the sub button. Right? Like, I have my own reasons, but they're not good reasons, I'll be honest. At least, they wouldn't sound good to most people, but they're good enough for me that I don't have it. And besides, my viewer count and stream frequency is low enough that I don't think I could even if I wanted to, but I don't give a shit about that. What I'm trying to get at is that, yeah, I think having a sub button, not having a sub button, shouldn't really impact your opinion of somebody who's streaming. As long as, you know, if they don't have a sub button and then they get a sub button and they're still, you know, they're still putting out the same content and they're still being the same, you know, chill streamer, then I see nothing wrong with that. I know people who have quit after they got the sub button. That is questionable, but otherwise, yeah, I think, while I do appreciate such kind words from you, Bartholomew, I don't know if I would necessarily agree. No making a living out of the happiness when you play your favorite game, that is for me personally. I'd rather put up some charity links so you can help donate to help somebody out, fair enough. Got hell of views, yeah, well, I mean, there's definitely altruistic uses for that money. Like, you don't always have to be the one to, you know, be the one to use that money for yourself, but if I had a sub button, I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. I'd fucking spend it on whatever the fuck I wanted to. I wouldn't. This sounds terrible, but I probably wouldn't just, you know, go and donate it to a charity or anything. Still the tool. It's still making money. No judgment. Well, personally, well, that's understood. Well, that's fair enough. I'm not gonna be all like, nah, you shouldn't. But I just don't. I'm not gonna be all like, oh yeah, man. Fuck those guys. That just wouldn't be fair. It's also not just about a tool to make money. Like, people don't always just stream and say, oh shit, I want to use it to make money, but I mean, Twitch gives you the option of making money off of what you do. It's like, why not take it? You're already streaming, so fuck it. So anyway, I'm talking too much. Guys, I don't know how many of you are still around. I think the viewer count has dropped dramatically ever since I stopped doing the Bale GC rerolls, so I assume most of you were specifically here for the Bale GC rerolls. I do hope that all of you enjoyed it once again. Ooh, wow, there were 5 comments. Alright, let's see what people said on my, yeah, I'm just looking at the 600 plus Bale GC rerolls. I'm just looking at the thread that I made on Reddit, and yeah, there were a number of people who actually, I guess, came here from that, but I mean, once again, is there anyone still around? If not, then I think I will sign off for now. I'm just thinking, like, what do I want to do? I could do some farming, but I think I should probably head off for now. I think I will head off for now. The whole reason I had set up this stream in the first place was to do some rerolls. Probably after this, I have some housekeeping things to attend to, and of course I know Muse has a thread, a very well done thread, where he analyzed... Fuho, does MF affect rune likelihood? No, it does not. You can have a trillion MF, you can have 0 MF, it has no impact on the likelihood that a rune will drop. The reason for this is that when a monster drops an item, the game has to first decide if it's going to be either a rune or it's going to be an item, like an item that can actually be magic set, unique, or rare, or something else, right? And if it picks a rune, then Magic Find isn't factored in. But if you select like an item which can roll magic set, unique, or rare, then the MF actually is factored in. Hopefully that makes sense. That should make sense, I think. Yeah, anyway. No. If anyone ever... No, I shit you not. If anyone ever tells you that MF affects rune likelihood, slap them across the face. Please. Please do it for me. Just... No, get that shit out of here. No, not saying... Like... There are some people who are spreading misinformation, telling people that, oh yeah, if you have more MF, you're less likely to get runes, or even if you have more MF, you're more likely to get runes. No, fuck, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You could have a character with 0 MF, you still have the same chance to get a burr rune as some guy who has 1,000 MF. Are you streaming again? I have no idea about the stream schedule. It's based on mood. It's based on whether or not I have something to stream for. Like right now, I think you kind of missed out on most of the GC rerolls, but you were here for the tail end. I chose to stream today because Dewscrim, the guy who I was rerolling GCs with, was free today, and he wanted to reroll GCs today. So I said, I sat down with him and said, okay, well let's do this today. I have time today, you have time today, let's do this today. And yeah, so here we are, and we rolled a bunch of GCs, and yeah, now I have to decide, like, the next time I stream, I have to have a good reason to do it. Earlier this season, I did 1,000 runs of Ancient Tunnels, so every time I streamed, it was going towards that goal of 1,000 AT runs, right? I mean, I still can do 1,000 runs of AT again with 225 MF, that was my plan, but I'm not really feeling motivated to do that right now. I don't know if I really want to do another 1,000 AT runs again. And that's all, like, considering that the next season is going to be coming in 3 or 4 weeks for SlashDiablo, yeah, I'm not entirely on board with pulling streams all the time right now. But when the ladder reset does occur on March the 22nd, I will be streaming a fair bit. I'll probably be doing 16-hour sessions on the first 3 nights. And then after that, it'll probably be a bit hazy. Maybe I'll stream a lot over the weekdays to come, maybe not. It really depends on my schedule, and it depends on, once again, if I am in the mood to do it. So definitely a lot of things to consider. I don't have a regular schedule, and I'd rather keep it this way on this channel. I wasn't ever a rich player, but I don't think I will be wanting to know the truth. That is the correct attitude to have. When you play this game, you should be trying to learn what you can about the game. You should learn about the game mechanics. And that, even if you don't become a rich player, it'll certainly help you become a more knowledgeable player. And then being a more knowledgeable player, it kind of also, in turn, helps you become a better, I guess, richer. Because, like, I'm telling you, when I first started on SlashDiablo, I was like, I had nothing, honestly. Yeah, when I started playing on SlashDiablo, I was like pretty broke as shit. The only reason I even had money to begin with, or I had any kind of wealth, is because I got lucky in Chaos Sanctuary, and I managed to get a Griffin's on the second week, in one of like the 24 Chaos runs that I did. Seriously, beginner's luck. But I haven't gotten a Griff since that season with my assassin. It was when I was still trying to learn a lot about the game, and now I know a lot more. If I really wanted to like get super rich, then yeah, like I'm a lot more well informed on how to do that, as opposed to just trying to get rich without actually knowing the game mechanics. It's kind of backwards. You learn the game mechanics first so that you can get rich, not you try to get rich and then learn the game mechanics after. So that's something I think is worth pointing out. Alright, so what else did I want to say? Muse, are you here? Yeah, Muse, are you here? Because there is something I wanted to show you. I'm glad that you showed up. With so few people here, I guess I can just do this quickly. Check this out. Let me just set this up quickly. Okay, you're here. Good, good. So, I wanted to show this off. I actually have... Oh. What the hell? I'm so low on juice. Okay, so I actually have a single-player Warcry Barbarian. I have one on ladder 2, or non-ladder, as you know, too, but that one, I already closed the Pinnacle portal because I was running Neo Attack that season. So I have to do this demonstration on single player. So here, I'm just gonna quickly I just want to show this off. This is with my my Singer Barbarian, but I'll show you something. Okay, there you go. So, like, if I recall correctly on your thread, you said that a run of Pindleskin would take about 30 seconds. I think somewhere between 20 and 30. With my Pit Singer, I can actually do the Pindle run in 15 seconds. I'm pointing this out because, like, in the analysis of, like, the fastest ways to farm, I don't know if you're trying to use, like, the fastest possible times for characters. With my Pit Singer, I wanted to show that it can be done in even... Actually, what is this circlet? Yeah, I wanted to show that it could be done in even as much as 15 seconds. And certainly there's some builds that could probably do it even faster than that. Barbarian builds, like, I'm sure like a Pit Zerker or a Pindle Zerker could be tailored more towards that. 15 sec with horking and remaking the game? Yes, definitely. If I really wanted to, what I could do, what I could do if I wanted to make sure that I horked the right corpse right away, I can howl them immediately. There you go. The game's done. Done. Out. 13 seconds. This with a Singer. Although I guess you mean like switching over to the next. If I had Lolly, I think it'd be closer to 20 as opposed to 20 to 30. I don't know if you use 30 seconds in your calculations, but I just wanted to show that definitely with a Barbarian, 15 can be done. 15 close to 20. As I say, with that killing speed, it'll be doing fine compared to the Berserker. The thing is, from my understanding, Zerker is just, you teleport over to Pindle and you just whack him and he's dead. With a Pit Singer, you actually have to sit there and go, rah, 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 rah. And you gotta cross your fingers that, of course, your Merc actually pops Reaper's Toll's Decrepify. And that's another thing, too. Reaper's Toll can cause bodies to shatter. So, all that in mind, Pindle Zerker is still going to be faster than Pit Singer, but I just wanted to throw that out there. So then comes the question of a Poison Necro. I think somebody else already had brought this up, but the Poison Necro, I think usually the going rate for Poison Necro is like, I think, what? 60 seconds? No, not 60 seconds, shit. I need to do a run myself. It's been so long. Because I think you said 90 minutes. I don't know if you need 90 minutes. Or not 90 minutes, 90 seconds. Anyway, once again, I have yet to read the full thread, but I remember trying to, like, look at it, crunch the numbers together, and I really tried my best, I really did, but I was like, the first things that came to mind were the run times I was kind of curious about. Okay, so... yeah... You know what? Fuck it, YOLO. I'm not going to use the Bowboard. I'm going to use the plain-ass Poison Necro, which doesn't have a CTA. You should have a CTA, but I don't have a CTA on this guy. Didn't see a need because I always ever use the Bowbarb for this. Okay, this is one of the shittier ones I have to admit. This is like triple direction. This is as bad as it gets. But I'm not having CTA sucks. And also I'm not running 5 FCR because that's another thing. I'm actually not even running 75 FCR. So I'm kind of curious about the run speeds. I don't know if we're going best case scenario or if you're going for just the run times that you were using. But I definitely was wondering if this was like some of the run speeds that people have might be if you're going for the fastest possible way to get oranges. I don't know if their run speed times would be better. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. Close to triple directional map. And yeah, I didn't kill everything. Close to everything, so. Straggler there. Two stragglers. There's gotta be cleaner maps somewhere. Only focus on Pendulum cells. Sometimes his crew can drop GG. I'd consider that a waste. I've gone good monster spells on most trigger because I was running Blister. So the thing is, Bartholomew, because we're playing on Slash with no drop 0, his pack also has a chance to drop those D-Web at a much higher rate than a regular single player, from my understanding. So yeah, I mean, ideally one might say, oh, just focus on it, but I don't know. You could also focus on the pack. Like last season, when I was gonna say, like, last season when I had used my Pit Singer, and I had focused on the champ packs, and the champ monsters, or the unique monsters specifically, I didn't ever get Griffins, even after, like, doing 800 runs with Find Item, but, once again. I missed this one. Yeah, honestly, I've seen like players like Dan do this. It's all wrong. Hold on. Fucked up. Okay, well that was close to a minute 10, or that was roughly a minute 10. I don't kill every single monster, but I simply do not think it is worth it to go to the edges of fucking pits just to go kill a fallen. So yeah, usually I do like 90. Well, I say full clear, but it's closer to about 90% if I'm being completely truthful. But anyway, 90-second pits is still slightly better than 15-second Pendulum's work. Using 1000 MF on Orker and 300 on Poison Master 2, by the way, fair enough. I definitely think, like, if we're talking pits, I could probably sub out these GCs for 7 MF small charms easily. Let's see, so that's 160 I think I need, which is, I'm just gonna use a calculator here. I actually need like 23 small charms. I can get 15, and I could actually sub these out for Travs. Bam, done. And I'm sure I could get MF somewhere else. Probably I could just sub out SOJ. Anyway, there's ways to get MF. So then, meanwhile on the 1000 MF on Orker, yeah, that's something worth considering, though. That's not something that's, I'd definitely be hard-pressed to make a 15-second, or I would say it might be difficult to make a 15-second Orker. I know A. Lamau was making a Pit Zerker, and he almost hit 1000 MF. I think it was like 996 or something, or like 970, or I don't remember. It was like somewhere in upwards of 950. And with his Pindle Zerker, he had that 950 MF, and he was doing close to 20 seconds, somewhere around 20-second runs. So definitely, I guess the 1000 MF is something that I also did not consider. But yeah. Like 960, I think. Yeah, something like that. I would check, but he switched it a while ago, since he's no longer playing that Barbarian anymore. Fuho, does your MH light up the map so you can see off-screen if a filtered item drops? If not, what are you doing, Matt? What are you doing, Matt? Okay, so... No. My map pack doesn't. My map pack only... Okay. From my understanding, the map pack that we're given only sees up to about 2 or 3 or 4 screens away. Any items that fall behind those lines, I can't see. But in the radius that I can see on my mini-map, if an item that I actually give a shit about drops, then, well, it'll, you know, if it's a high rune, it'll be a purple square. If it's a high-end unique, it'll be orange. If it's, you know, a unique I care about, it'll be gold, etc., etc. Like, my map pack does have, like, a little... Here, let me actually just... Go ahead and kill them after you TP. Oh, no. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, no. If you take a look, if an item drops, then it will display on the map pack as a little square. If it's one that's actually like, if someone gives a shit about like keys, I don't give a shit about that. It won't display up on the map pack. As long as your map pack configuration doesn't set it so that you highlight keys. You can do that, but anyway. So, if a monster dies after I hit them with poison, I can teleport away and, well, you know, they'll die on the minimap as you can see, and if they don't drop like a square or colored square on the map or the minimap, then I don't give a shit about them. That's usually how it works with the Poison Necro. It looks like it's pretty GG. Oh, sure, you can take a look at these. These are my boots. You think these are good, but I actually have one that's even better that I got this season, which I'm going to be replacing this with. This is my, like, not really trophy Necro, but this is the best character I've made on Slash, by the way. Hands down, this is my strongest character for MFing. Chaos. Chaos Sanctuary always pays out. That is my motto, my bread and butter. Yep. These, yeah, I mean, because I'm running Chaos Sanctuary, these are, I don't really think it gets much better than this. I also don't know why I have so much strength. I guess I just never bothered to respec, huh? Even though, like, all my equipment is... Yeah, I hardly need any strength. All my equipment is so... Oh, I know why. It's because I was always waiting to get my, my 2 Necro 15 FCR amulet. So I never knew what I would need to respec. I could probably add, like, a shit ton of points from strength in a bit, though. So that'll be pretty nice. I think I'll hit 1600 life. But anyway, sorry. Ignore that. Besides the point. I'd say it would have been GG if it had 24 FHR but 2-3 res. 3 is nice. No, I don't give a shit about the fact that it doesn't have cold or poison res. It's got light and fire. Those are the only two that I give a shit about. Lightning will save me from souls. Fire will save me from everything in Chaos Sanctuary. Well, Venom Lords in particular. Cold, I don't care about, like, whatever. Poison, that kind of shit. Like, I obviously, like, cold and tri-res boots are better, but 30 fast run walk, 34 light res, 37 fire res. Oh, damn, dude. I take these over, like, 30 faster run walk, let's say 25 cold fire light with FHR. I think, for me, I prefer these. Anyways, I don't have any questions about it. I do appreciate your help. Gonna head out. Okay, cool. No worries. Yeah, feel free to ask next time you come by. I stream fairly irregularly, though. Just keep in mind that I will stream a lot when the ladder resets in about 3 weeks, as an FYI. So hopefully I'll see you around by then, because you'll actually also be playing on the server, so that's absolutely fantastic. Once again, hope you enjoyed the GC rerolls, and yeah, hope you enjoyed your time on Slash. So, if you actually want to see some GG boots, let me actually just quickly hop off on my other characters and I'll show you a pair of them. I mean, one might... These aren't like, you know, super GG, like 40 tri-res, no. But you'd be hard-pressed to find a better set of boots, I would argue. So let me actually just hop off my characters and figure out what it is. And in the meantime, I'm actually going to answer Bartholomew here. Talking of Maras, haven't found it, but found Metal Grid. Oh yeah, for sure. Pits versus Chaos may be my next research quest. Yeah, dude. By all means, like, honestly, Pits vs. Chaos is one that I'm extremely curious about, but I'll be honest, I would only really look at that in the context of high runes. I wouldn't go as far as doing uniques and set items, just, well, for various reasons, but... Anyway, here. Now, these ones don't have FHR, but let me show you a set of boots that... This is probably the best set of boots I've ever gotten. And honestly, once again, it'd be hard for us to find a better pair. Take a look at this. Bam! Hwah! Look at these bad boys. Look at these bad boys. That... Tell me you've seen something better than that. For MFing in particular. I mean, if you're gonna, like, duel and shit, then yeah, whatever, but these. Ho, 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 ho. Faster run walk, dex, light res, fire res that are both high, and MF. Yeah, anyway. Had to show that one off. I'm replacing my Necro's boots with these ones. This is like, this takes the cake for me. Oof. Regarding the, by the way, you can't get 24 FHR boots. The maximum FHR on boots is actually 10. 30 faster run walk, 10 FHR, tri-res, and MF, I think, are the 6. Or the 6 attributes that you would want if you want them to be like the go-to. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that would be it. So anyway, I just want to show that off. This is probably my coolest find this season. I don't think I have anything that I found that's better than that, really. Like, yeah, I have drifts, but you know, people will find drifts time and time again this season. But those rare boots, one of a kind. Love to have those on my Javazon. Dude, this is good for, like, just about anything. Although I'm surprised you would take that on your Javazon, just because I know that silk weaves are a thing. I think for Javazon, silk weaves are BIS, are they not? I always thought that they were BIS, but if they're not, then, well, day I learned. Yeah. Anyway, have I answered everything? I think that's pretty much it for now. I've just been non-stop chatting with you guys for the last half hour, I'd say, even though the rerolls have been long done. Most people already went off. I've just been, you know, chilling, chatting. I do think that I should go and maybe be productive or do other things, though. Muse, we will be in touch because I still need to get back to you on your thread. Although I'm telling you my thoughts now. I don't know if I'll have anything else to contribute after I finish reading the thread and thoroughly looking at it. Although what I can say is definitely a lot of the probability calculations kind of just blew my mind. Like, I'm not really much of a math type individual. And every build that mainly focuses on Bale and Chaos runs. Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. That's fair. Yeah, definitely Bale and Chaos runs. Those boots are a pretty solid pick, I would say. This is a season of really cool finds, like 2 and 17 Necro, 2 and 20 Sork, those crazy boots. I'm subbing out my Necro, or my non-ladder Necro's amulet for this one. Mara's is shite compared to that, or compared to this. Although I will lose out on res, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. And then of course the boots that I showed, I'm going to sub those out for sure. Whew, that'll be nice. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it for me. I think I will be heading off for now. I don't have anything else that I want to really do on the stream. It was nice chatting with all of you, though. I'll give you guys another minute to give any final questions you have. But otherwise, I will probably be heading off. So, yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys did too. Just going to recap one last time. Warcry skiller, Fire skiller, PNB skiller with 42 life. That is the MVP. Light skiller, P-comb, Trap skiller with 5 life. LEGC, 30 lifer in fact. Trap skiller, Fire skiller, 43 life, 47 mana GC. LE skiller, Trap skiller, Trap GC with 36 life. Trap skiller, so 3 Trap skillers in a row basically. And then 2 light skillers back to back. So 3 light skillers, 2 fire skillers, 3 trap skillers, 1 pally combat, 1 warcry skiller, which I could actually use, 1 LE skiller with life, and one of the trap GCs was also with life, and of course the PNB with life and whatnot. So at the time I'm kind of late, sadly. Yeah, don't worry about it. There's always next time. All we did was really reroll GCs. There's no gameplay to be said. Was my stream schedule? I don't have one. This is the thing. Part of why I didn't bother with the partnership thing too is I don't stream regularly. I stream whenever I feel like streaming. That's what this channel is here for. If I feel like doing some AT runs, I will pop on my stream. If I mean, I'm telling you, when the next ladder reset occurs in about 3 weeks, I'll be here pretty much every day of the week. At least the opening weekend, I'll probably sink in like probably at least 10 hours on the first day, and then 16 plus hours on the second day, and then another 16 hours plus on the third day, like I usually do for every reset. But aside from that, like I can't really be like, oh yeah, well I stream Monday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. or anything like that. No, that's just not how it is, or that's just not how it's like. I just stream whatever I feel like. The last stream I did was the last time I had all these GCs to reroll. Yeah, sorry, dude. That's gonna be the main drawback of being around here. It's here if people want us to watch, and if you happen to conveniently be around when I'm streaming. Sorry to say. Is that... I think that's as best an answer as I can give. Not an ideal one, but... Okay, and I think that's just about everything. So I've given people enough time to ask stuff. There's still some 11 people watching, but most of you guys are AFK, idle, just having in the background. But yeah, once again, as always, I do appreciate everyone coming out. That's basically where I'll leave off then. I'll be around for a little bit longer if anyone wants to ask me questions, but I'm going to be dropping the stream here. So, hope you all had fun, as always. Today, carried out some rerolls. Did some theory crafting. Well, I guess you could say theory crafting with Muse. And then just got a chance to chat with some of you guys. So, that's pretty much all for me. This is D2D2, signing out.